Hey, what's going on, John? Good morning. What's up, guys? Welcome back to PFM TV Thursday. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you, Zach?
I'm good, man. Pretty chill day. I do have some stuff I could talk about because I ended up going through a couple of losses after stream. If I'm being honest, it was a little bit of like a tilt situation, I think. But I ended up
Oh man.
trading again later in the overnight, and I made it. I made the majority of it back.
Yeah.
But definitely will be something that we could talk about because we closed the stream yesterday with Ike. Like we were all up on all the accounts, and then I tried to hit one more short around like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and we just kept grinding up.
Yeah.
So I just took a couple of losses. I wouldn't really, maybe I shouldn't call it tilt, but I was down like 1,500 on my accounts, which is, I mean, my daily loss limit is 2.5K. So it's not even near the DLL, but it's more than I'm usually comfortable with. Like I don't want to keep trading until I'm down 1.5. So we could definitely talk about that. But other than that, I'm doing great, man. Traded some overnight and made back like 1,100. So pretty much most of it back. That's it for me. Nothing really else to report. How about you?
Yeah. No, it's funny that that you mentioned that because I'm currently in like reset mode. So I had a bad day yesterday as well. I did go on tilt a little bit. I lost a little more than I wanted to. Um, but there's a series of events that happened that I can go over that put me in a really not a great mental state. So I didn't look at the charts yesterday. I haven't looked at the charts today because my mind just needed to reset. There's once in a while I'll make a series of really silly mistakes. Um, and just something I have to learn from. Like some of the mistakes, like they're usually like pretty detrimental. Like in my mind, they can be in the moment. It seems
Yeah.
like, oh man, what did I do?
Yeah.
But it's nothing that affected my accounts too bad.
Yeah.
But there was one trade I took. I kind of want to go over it if you don't mind. I can.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's get our charts up. While you're getting your chart up, you can go first. I'll say what's
Nice.
up to the chat. I see Josh is in the chat. Good morning. By the way, guys, Jen Keter coming on today, who she has a really interesting story. If anyone doesn't know her, I did listen to her podcast that she did with Austin Silver. She's like a stay-at-home mom that taught herself how to day trade. So I think she has a cool story that like a lot of people that are getting into trading are a lot of people are in like maybe the females especially are in some type of situation like that. They want to make some extra money. Maybe they're stay at home or maybe they work from home. So I think it'll be a fun conversation. She's a good trader from what I've seen. And yeah, she was really good on that podcast. So I'm excited for it. Other than that, we're going to still be giving away accounts. We got Blue Guardian and Top One Futures. Big shout out to them for always sponsoring the stream. And of course, we're still giving away one 100K Tradeify account on my end. So we'll be doing that at some point throughout the stream. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly when we do it. We're going to surprise you guys. But other than that, yeah, good show planned. Let me get your screen up,
Yeah.
John.
I was gonna say I'm always amazed at like who wants to get into trading. Like you'd be surprised. Like I've come across people in the TV industry that like know these people. I'm not gonna mention names, but like they were learning trading and they wanted to like hear my strategy and I was like, oh, I watched these shows on TV and
No
like
way.
yeah, it was cool. I don't mean to like
How do you know people
yeah.
from the TV industry? Was it
It
just
was
like,
it was in the trading community we were in. So
gotcha?
there was this really nice woman who liked my strategy, liked that I was posting so much about the strategy, and then I started kind of mentoring her a bit, and then she told me like what she's worked on. Like she was on the staff for one of these kind of bigger TV shows, and I was like, oh, like I like these actors and everything. She works
Yeah,
directly with the
that's
actors,
so
and
sick.
so I was like, oh, that's cool. So like, yeah, you never know. People from all different walks of life like trading and want to get into it because it's you know, who doesn't want to increase their investment and yeah.
100%.
So anyway, I digress. That was kind of a tangent.
That's what the stream is for, man.
Yeah, for sure. So I kind of want to go over this trade. So it happened. I used my real account because it was in the evening. and I was at my computer and I saw this level about to be hit, this really strong level. And I got a little bit too excited and I went in too early. This was a case of like, so I'll make the screen bigger here. This was on the NQ. This is a 4-hour level right here. So this, you can see where we hit it right here. And then we got like over 600 points to the upside.
Yeah, strong move up, strong push.
Yeah, so I was here for this. I was at my computer and I took it. So I'll kind of mention it. So one thing I didn't, there were some other levels where I thought, okay, maybe buyers front run this 4-hour level because the market has been so strong. Maybe they front run it. And so I'm going to enter in a little bit early. And this for me was just a case of not understanding how early I was. So I entered in like here, no, like right here. I entered in here on micros and I had like 5 micros. And my idea was to enter one lot here and enter another here. And then if it bounces, I get risk free.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening is I didn't realize how early I entered. Like I just didn't look at the price to understand that I was 50 points early, over 50 points
close.
Early.
Like it looked close because the level was right there, but the volatility is so strong that can still be a 50-point swing.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what happened.
Classic NASDAQ problems, guys.
Yeah. So I'm seeing my balance like go down and I'm like, wait, this is way too much risk if I'm already down this much. And what I ended up doing, I think I actually added more here or somewhere I added because I felt like we would bounce from this level. And we ended up, once I saw my balance at a certain point, it was like right here, I cut it. And I was like, shoot, like this ended up being the low. So I ended up taking a pretty big hit from here to here. I took a pretty big hit.
Damn. So this is one of those situations where you got stopped out like on the swing low and then it runs in your favor.
Exactly. So I still didn't give up on it because I was like, okay, this still is a really good trade. I just made a mistake. So I ended up, I was watching ES as well. Like ES, it was right here. So once I saw like ES had a couple of 4-hour levels, and this is something that I could have definitely been more patient because ES was here at the time I entered. Like I could have waited till we got here. And this was just me being too eager to enter the market.
Yep.
So once I saw that ES held this, I think I got in like ES, held this, and then we bounced here. So I think I entered around here on NQ, which was like pretty much near the low. I think I got in at 292, which was almost exactly at the low. And so we got the bounce. I sold half like around here. Then I sold like one more contract here and I let one contract ride. I let one contract ride to here on ES, which on NQ was like here. So I got from here to here. And then I really thought about leaving one micro to ride to the next day because I was like, this is such a strong level. I should probably hold it, but I didn't because I just wanted to make back some of the loss that I took from the previous trade. So I got back some of the loss, a good amount of it. But then I woke up the next day and I was like, it's one of those things, those feelings where I was like, I really should be okay with just letting one micro go because I would have made back the loss and some if I would have just held it to the next day. And then like it was a 1-hour stair step for like the whole day and it would have been an amazing trade. But that it happens.
And this occurred in the overnight session, right? Last night?
Yep. It was the night before last night.
Oh, night before. Okay.
Yep. So the trade was Tuesday night. I woke up. So yeah, this was Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, we just pretty much 1 hour, I could have stair stepped it and probably got a 500-point trade. So, yeah. So, maybe I would have held it. I'm not sure. But the fact that I just cut it so quickly that night the next morning I'm like, man, I should have more confidence in these larger levels that they're going to hold, so that, you know, we could get a decent move up. So yeah, that was Tuesday night, and then Wednesday, I'll go over my trade on Wednesday.
Yeah, do it. It's just such a fine line, though, right, John? Like holding a runner because it makes sense in that moment, and being like, listen, I'm down. I should lock in gains just to simply like save my account, put me in a better headspace. There's such a fine line, man. I think you have the right idea, though. Like maybe in a situation where you're at that higher time frame level, like maybe this is the time, right? Instead of trying to do it and force it like when you're just in the middle of a range, something like that.
Absolutely. And if I hadn't taken that loss before, I probably would have been more open to holding that runner. Yep. So I'm not super mad that I cut it, because it just gets me back to like equilibrium, where I'm like, okay, I now the loss is manageable. Like I'm not so down. I can kind of inch my way back to you know, to a better place. So yeah, you're 100% correct. In hindsight, it's like, yeah, I could have held it, but like given all the context, I'm not super mad that I sold it. So this next trade, this was yesterday. So this is my funded account now. I have a funded account, which, you know, I've been on a good streak the last few weeks, and yeah, I got my funded account on Tuesday. And then the first day with my funded account is like, I didn't do good. So that messed with me psychologically. Like I've been killing it with like the challenge phase and everything. And then I get a funded account, and it's my first day and I don't have a good day.
Classic.
So I'm like, all right. So yeah, and I've had many funded accounts, but I think this is my next hurdle, is like doing good with a funded account. And again, you know, I've been trading for a little over 3 years and running prop for match. So I feel I should be in a better place or have payouts now. But like, you know, once I get to the funded stage, something happens to me mentally where I need to work on. So let me see where it was yesterday. I think it was on NQ. So we're in the overnight session. Let's see. I'll try to find the trade. I think I was looking at ES. Let me just find the trade real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, some people agree with you. I mean, you're saying it's more because you're getting into the funded phase and it changes your mindset, but there's some people in the comments saying this week has just been tough. Nitesh blew 3 funded accounts this week. That's rough, dude. That's rough, man. Hopefully you were copy trading, or I don't know if I should say hopefully, but you know what I mean? Like hopefully it was just from one situation and not like 3 consecutive accounts, because that would be a bummer.
Yeah, totally. So let's see. If I don't find it quickly, we might move on. But anyway, I had some really clear levels. Actually, I think it was this one. Yeah, I think it was here on ES on the 5-minute. Yeah, it was here. It was here. So basically, I started off the account really, really nice. I got in here. I got in here on a trade and got up to here on the trade. So I kind of scaled out, and I had 1 micro left here. So I had a level on ES that I thought we were going to get to because the market was just ripping up. And I was, and this is something I need to work on. When I have like a good streak, I feel like I start to become less flexible of what the market could do. And I think my level is going to be hit. Like it has to be hit. So on ES, it was, I won't get into it, but ES had a level that was way higher. And so I wanted to leave that contract to ride.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a bad decision. And at this point, I'm up really nice. By the time I was here, I'm up very nice in my funded account. And I'm like, all right, this is great. You know, we could head higher. I could do really well on my first day with the funded.
And what's really well, like, how much profit on the funded account?
I mean, it was like $200. It was like $200.
So just a good, strong start on a 50K account.
50K, yeah.
Yep. Okay, got you.
Yep. So yeah, I got this move, and then I told myself, literally, I said, if we get back down here, I'm gonna enter again.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, I have one micro, and my stop at this point with that one micro is like right here. That's where the stop is, like right before this wick. So you can already see what's gonna happen here. Let me see if I can go to. Is it right? This is Thursday. Let's see if we can get back there. Wednesday. Yep. All right. So here it is. So I'm in the trade. I have one micro, and I do my stop order right here. I re-enter with like another 5 contracts because I said if we get back here, I'm going to re-enter with the same amount of size that I enter any trade because I like this location.
Yeah.
So I enter my stop order here. I get filled with the 5 contracts. So now I have 6. But where the stop loss on that one micro, I still left it here.
Oh my God.
So it really sucked. Yeah, it sucked. I'm in 6 contracts and I don't move my stop to kind of account for a little more risk. And I get stopped, and then we have this huge move up again, and I'm like, damn. So I'm still at this point, I'm like break even. Like I'm like 0.
You're at 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at 0. Yeah. And yeah, hopefully it's okay. I'm giving like all the details to my trading, but it's fine.
Bro, that's what it's all about. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna go over my losses yesterday.
Show you guys for sure. Yeah, it's not the funnest, but these days happen, and for me, it's like learning how to deal. So I didn't deal with this very well. This is the main crux of the story. So after I see this rip up, I'm like, okay. Now I think the market's definitely going to get to that very higher level that I have, which I had set in my mind. And I'm thinking we're still going to get there. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if we come back here again, I'm going to enter the trade. And so I do think I got this, right? So I got this little piece, and this would have put me in green. My account would have been green for the day. But I was like, no, like we're gonna rotate back above, and then we're gonna rip up to that higher level that I'm thinking of. And this is when I got stubborn. So I got stopped out here. It was a risk-free trade because I was able to get risk-free. So I got stopped out, and my mistake was that I kept trying for the long. So
Yep.
I think I had a few successful attempts, but I ended up going on tilt a little bit and not realizing how much risk I was putting on per each trade. And long story short, I ended up pretty red yesterday because I was just looking for the bounce to get to this higher level. And by that time, it was like near the end of the day. So I should have reset and realized, okay, what's the likelihood that we're going to shoot up? I kept seeing in my mind, because the market's been so bullish, I kept seeing us holding a level and like skyrocketing to that level. And that's the vision I had in my head. So I'm like, I have to get in.
It's gotta happen. This has gotta happen.
Yeah, it's gotta happen. And it didn't. And I took a red day. And so that, coupled with the night before, put me in a very odd mental state where I went for a walk. I had to go for a walk. I walked my dog, and I just had to reset mentally. So yeah, that's been the last couple of days. Not great, but hopefully I can bounce back, take some base hits, and get back to a good place.
I mean, you're surviving, right? So you haven't blown the account by the end of the week. So you're surviving. What do you think your game plan is today then? Trade small, lock in base hit, or like what's your idea?
Yeah, I'll probably size down. I might just like if I do take a trade, I think I'll probably use. This is a good question, actually, because I haven't really fully thought about it. I do know that I just want base hits. Yeah. So if I take like 2 losses, I'll probably call it until I can get back to like a good trade and just lock in a few base hits to get my confidence back. Yeah, I think that's the game plan. The game plan is just to get my confidence back, know that it was just one day. It's not a theme. I made a few mistakes, and just, lock in a few base hits.
I think that's the move, man. I think what I've noticed when I put in a series of red days, and I start feeling like, it's not just I had one bad day. It's like I have 2 red days in a row, or even 3 in a rare case. You're like, okay, all I need to do today is just put green on the board. Like just kind of reset, recalibrate, and remind myself, hey, I can put green on the board. Like I can make money day to day. So it just helps you mentally, So I used to have this thing where it's like, if I have a red day or 2 red days, it's like every day when I come back to the market, I'm trying to make all of it back. Like I can't live with, if I was up 3,000 and now I lost 2K on one day, now I'm only up 1. I can't live with it. Like this is how I used to be. Like wherever my high watermark was on my account balance is like, I need to get back up to there. You know, you just put this in your head. And what I've learned is like, nah, it's more of an ebb and flow. We trade in slight drawdown sometimes, and we grind our way higher. And like ultimately long term, our equity curve goes up. But it's easier said than done. Like I'll go over my situation yesterday. Here, I'll grab the screen from you. And I had a pretty similar, like your last trade that you just went over, pretty similar to my situation in the late afternoon, where I kept trying to short, man, and it wasn't happening. Here we go. So first off, these were my executions with Forex Hike on stream. I mean, we had a great day. Like we called it. I had one small loss in the early morning and then made it right back. We called the market beautifully. We were looking for that previous day's point of control, 80% setup. I got my chart all marked up, nice and pretty with the lipstick. Like I'm like, this looks great, man. I just wanted to start shorting though because we were in a deep premium, which my overall idea ended up being correct. And I caught the shorts in the overnight session because I just saw, it felt like Asia was going to be one of those situations where we kind of continue the move that did not finish in the afternoon. Sometimes you get those. But what I was doing was, so it started around here. Around here. So like 12:30, 1 p.m. I was looking at this. So NQ was coming close, but it hadn't taken out this swing high from 10:15 a.m. on Tuesday. If I go to ES had taken out that high. So there was a bearish SMT divergence, which is one of my favorite reversal signals when NQ and ES go out of sync for a short moment, and we're also coming into some type of key resistance zone. So right there, that was like the idea that fed the short bias for me in the late afternoon. I was like, we're probably going to get a mean reversion back to equilibrium type of move. So I start shorting. Around here. Let me actually get rid of, this is yesterday's previous day's point of control. So I start thinking, okay, we have that SMT right here. I'll even go like this. I'll go back into the replay mode. So I was looking at this. I was thinking ES took that high. NQ is nowhere near it. So we're at clear resistance. We're in like a deeper premium of this price leg, right? Because we're above the 50% retracement. So we're in premium pricing and we're at a key level, previous day's point of control. So I'm like, let me just catch one more short scalp. It's always one more, I got one more trade. So I start shorting in here. I'm on the lower time frames. I'm on the 1 minute and the 3 minute. And I was in here. So I take one loss for 200 ticks, goes like this. This goes right against me. I'm like, damn, I can't believe we just broke above that. Like this looks so good. We have this SMT. We're overall still in an hourly downtrend, like at least on the lower time frame. So I'm like, let me just try again. And this is where, you start counting your P&L because this was on my Tradeify account. So I was already up like 500 on the day. And now I lost it. I'm up like 150 at this point. And this is like counting that P&L. It's like, no, I need to get back to 500. We all do it. Like I still make that mistake. And I think the best traders, your favorite traders, still make that mistake from time to time. So I just kept shorting. And this is where like my first setup was a decent execution, valid trade idea. It just failed. The second trade, no longer. Now I'm just shorting as it goes higher. I'm just like saying, I'll just get a better price. As long as this SMT holds, I'm good. And lo and behold, it went again. And I just took, instead of just holding it, I was just on those low time frames on the 1 minute, just shorting every little move on the 1 minute. And got to the point that I was down 1.5K when I was up 500. So I also increased my size. Like it was just not a good day. Whatever the case was, I wasn't in a great headspace, I guess, and it caught me by surprise because I have been in such a good headspace the last few weeks. I haven't had a day like this in a while. So it happened. I locked in the red day. I can even go to my Tradeify account so you can see it in the journal. Let me do this real quick. So there it is. So this is on 4 accounts. So it's like 1.5K times 4 accounts. I'm copy trading. And again, 44 trades. It's not actually 44 trades. It's like 10 or 11 trades times 4 accounts. But that's more executions than I like to trade. Usually it's something like this. Like 17 is like what, 4 trades, give or take for the day. 20 trades is 4 or 5 trades. Like that's the amount of executions I'll take. But when you see me do this, when you see double my usual executions, it's usually I'm usually having a red day coincide with that. But yeah, I had one of those situations where I got into the Asia session and the idea was still valid. So if I go back to the current market, this is the thing. We still held this bearish SMT. So if I go to the 15-minute real quick, NQ still holding this level. We're up at like really clear resistance now, right? Like just deep premium. I have a really small invalidation here too. So that was my thought process. I was like, let me give it one more go. I think we're going to pull back here to equilibrium. It just makes sense right now. So I took one more attempt. Really, I took 2 more trades. They were both wins. If I go to my executions, I took this on the NQ. Yeah, and these were the trades. So from the 1-minute perspective, we have that bearish SMT divergence. We took out this low. So if I go back to the 5-minute, this is like a clear swing low to initiate a market structure shift for me, right? Because we have nice displacements making a lower low. So this was my idea. This is the higher high. We were inside this 5-minute fair value gap. So I was like, okay, I'll get short in here, give it one more shot. Took 1 win there and then caught 1 more right here to being up. So now I'm up on the day about 1,200 on the 4 accounts. So I made most of it back, but this is where I'm not going to trade these Tradeify accounts for the rest of the day because I don't want to mess with my consistency score. I don't want to have to make more than the intended profit target to take my payout. So I'm just going to stop here. So I'm still technically down from yesterday, a few $100 per account, but you know, I can live with that. It used to be a situation where, especially if I had a good couple trades here, I'm up 1,200. I used to go with the mindset that now I have a strong buffer. Let me make it all back because there's no way I'm going to lose my whole buffer before I need to make another 300 or 500. But now I could care less about that, man. I don't care. So I'll chill here, 1,200. And I'll just trade other accounts. That's why I like to trade multiple prop accounts. We'll trade Apex today for the rest of the day. And yeah, those are my executions. That was kind of my thought process. You know, not the most responsible thought process here in the late afternoon, but it happens. I just feel like your favorite trader, your favorite guru is always saying they never tilt or they never do anything silly. They never make mistakes. I just think that's total BS. You know, I think everybody makes mistakes. I think when you start really getting successful in trading, though, it's just about how do you handle it. Like on these accounts, I have a 2.5K daily loss limit. I could have easily kept trying to short or try to dollar cost average in to get back to get my entry up to a better price. I could have done that until I hit my daily loss limit. And I definitely would have if I kept trying to short in the afternoon. But I can at least stop myself from doing that. You know, I can make a mistake for an hour, be out of, have a bad mindset, take more, a bigger intended loss than I want to or what I'm comfortable with. But it doesn't mean I have to like go full margin and make the market force me out. I can still pull myself away before it gets really bad. I think that's like the balance of being able to do this, longer term.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing, Zach. Like, it's interesting. Like, I always like coming on the stream and talking about wins and showing these wins. But there's also this other side that is good to talk about, which is, how we handle losses. I don't like coming on the stream saying, yeah, I took a loss. Like, it's not super fun, but at the same time, I'm starting to see it different. Like, there's nothing wrong with talking about it.
Exactly.
Because as traders, also, we need to help each other sometimes as traders, right? Like when we're in that place, like it can get dark. Like no lie, trading can get dark. Like if you're new to this journey, like you'll have to build up a lot of mental resilience, because you'll be your own worst enemy. Like if you're not kind to yourself in days where you mess up, or days where like you made a very silly mistake and the market then did what you wanted, like you're gonna chew like that messes with you. And it's messed with me plenty of times. Like I think that's part of the journey, is like knowing how to deal with those moments. And definitely, and I'll say this to anyone, whether you're a new trader, experienced trader, and to myself, I'm going to say this to myself, like be kind to yourself. Like, and if you need to stop, learn how to stop. Because if you take a few losses in a row and you're just sucked into the market, you need to have the awareness to be like, and I'm talking to myself here, I need to have the awareness to like step away, go for a walk, do something else, because the market can suck you in and all of a sudden you have no idea what happened. So yeah, these are sobering talks. I feel like, it's not always great, but like the bounce back is there's the bounce back. You can come back from whatever you went through. And I watch basketball a lot, like watching basketball and hearing about players, not just on the court, but how they deal with losses, how they deal with like injuries and things like that. Like it's not really that different. I feel like trading is a sport in a way where you have to train to be good, and you also have to learn how to deal with those days that you don't have it, right? Like even the best teams like OKC, like they won the championship last year, but I saw I think it was on Netflix, there's the series where the players talk about their life essentially, and not just on the court but off the court. And SGA, who's like the best player on the team, they were having a horrible game. They were down by like 30 or 40 points. And he's like, yeah, we just don't have it today. He was able to admit, he's like, there's some days we just don't have it. And that's the same with trading. Like some days you'll be on a winning, like OKC right now is winning 8 games in a row, but they're going to lose eventually. Like
it has to happen.
Yeah. So same with trading. Like I'm on a winning streak, and it's just, how do I deal with that one day where I take losses and I don't have it? Do I become inflexible and say, no, I have to win, So it's tough, but these are the discussions that no one has, no one wants to have, because everyone thinks, oh, I just want to make money in the market. But there's the part where you have to check yourself and understand the psychological aspect of trading as well.
Dude, so well said, man. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. Also, shout out OKC for beating the Pacers, because I hate the Pacers now because they took out my Knicks, bro, in that last game.
Tyrese Halliburton didn't make it too fun either.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, all right, at least the Pacers lost. Thank God.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I'm really into basketball, but
same, bro. Yeah, I love my Knicks. I actually hit a nice parlay last night, bro. Freaking hit a 5-leg parlay on some Knicks player props. It was a good bet. But,
I haven't gotten into parlays, but like the people that I've talked to that do parlays, like you're not just betting on this team's gonna win and this team's gonna lose. Like you have to have a sequence of events or something that happen.
Yeah, I'm no pro. I do it for fun. I do like little $20 bets, makes the game a little more fun for me. But I like to just do like I do parlays because you can get a bigger payout. But I always just pick what I think, just like trading, is low hanging fruit picks. So like I had Jalen Brunson for 2 threes. Karl Anthony Towns 9 rebounds. Julius Randle 3 rebounds, and then I put the money line on Knicks, and it hit. And I was like, all right, sick.
Sweet. That's nice.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. Basketball is a good analogy. Even like, you could see 2 games. You could see your team down 20 in Q4, and they can get it. They can get back. They can get back. But there's also a good balance of being like, you can't always win. If you win 8 games in a row, like probabilities say you're gonna lose a game soon. And
Yeah.
that doesn't mean you're a bad team. Like, it's just reality. Trading is the same thing. Like, we're just playing probabilities, and nothing is ever a sure thing, man. You know?
Yeah. For sure. I can see in the chat they're saying we're just yapping. See, no one wants to hear about this. They just want to see the wins. They want to see us trade and make money. Like,
Hey, I saw in the chat before. I saw a lot of nice words about our honesty. I saw nice people saying it's a great piece of knowledge. Yeah, true. Need to know when to stop trading for the day.
yeah,
Josh says, yeah, the mindset on handling a loss is tough, especially when you don't have someone you can share with. Big facts. That's what I love about streaming. I share it with you guys, whether you want to hear it or not. You know.
yeah, nice. I didn't read the ones before that. That would have made me feel a little better. But
yeah, no, we had a lot of good comments.
Nice.
Darmesh asks, when would you confidently say that the market structure shift happens, like bullish structure to bearish structure? So this is actually a great question. And I was taught a certain way that I think really helped me identify a true market structure shift from like a fake out market structure shift. And I can go over it real quick for you, buddy. So, okay, obviously everybody understands the concept. If the market's making higher highs and higher lows, we're in an uptrend, right? That's pretty clear cut. Everybody understands that. But this is where people get messed up. So what about when the market starts to go into more of a consolidation, right? Something like this. A lot of people see this and they think they're getting a market structure shift. So I'm going to paint a picture here. And this is how I identify the difference. So right here, market made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. A lot of people, especially when they want to short in this example, they're going to see this as a market structure shift right here. They're going to say, okay, the market has begun to make lower highs and we just made a lower low, right? Because we took out this swing low. Okay, cool. I'm going to get short right here on this break. And then what happens? They get wrecked. They hit their stop. Very common thing. So what I was taught is to pay attention to the external structure, like differentiate between external structure and internal structure. So the way I do that is I have terms. I have protected low is an important term for me. A protected low only occurs when that higher low, in this case in an uptrend, actually took out the most recent swing high. So for example, in this situation, I would not label this little mean reversion move or kind of consolidation as a market structure shift until we took out the last higher low that made a new higher high. Okay, so everything in between that is what I call internal structure or substructure. So when you see this on a chart, a true market structure shift for me would be something like this. Market's making higher highs, higher lows. Maybe we consolidate in here. That means nothing to me. We go higher. And then we finally do something like this. Now, this could be a market structure shift because higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we broke structure here. But then we took out the most recent higher low that made a new higher high. Once we take that out, that is when I identify it as a true market structure shift. So a lot of people get caught up shorting this. Like we just went over, they get short in here. But for me, this is just internal structure. Does that make sense? Do you get what I mean, John? Like a lot of people will short this and get stopped out. But for me, this is the protected low because this protected low is the most recent higher low that actually made a new higher high. In here, this is just consolidation or chop. That was like a game changer, like light bulb moment for me. So if we go over that last market structure shift that I just identified that was actually on the chart. Hold up. So we go back here. Also, guys, like price action is fractal, so this all depends what time frame you're looking at. But technically, a market structure shift on the 5 minute would be this swing high, because we did end up making a new higher high right here, right? Oops, let me make that straight. So when we got this and then broke that low, we got a 5-minute market structure shift. If you see in here, there's no market structure shift, right? Because where is the most recent higher low that made a new higher high? Well, right here we made a higher high. So this is the most recent swing low. So at this point, all of this is just consolidation or a bull flag, a retracement. But a lot of people will be looking at this on the lower time frame. And listen, I made the mistake doing this in some variation the other day because I wasn't in the right headspace. But there's no market structure shift in here for me. But a lot of people will get short in this. You know, they'll just be looking at this and get short, but they're too early. And it's because they didn't wait for that protected low to get taken out. So once the protected low gets taken out here, that's when we actually get continuation and put in a lower high and a lower low. Yeah, that was a big light bulb moment for me. So that was a great question, Dharmesh. Great question.
Yeah, 100%. That's actually like a really interesting topic. And also just want to shout out R6 Ultimate. That was my bad. So he wrote that comment for the chat, not for us. So I assumed it was for us.
Okay.
So R6 Ultimate Bike, my bad.
Most people, I was like, hey, we got a lot of positive comments.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, what you're touching upon, Zach, is like something super important in trading is understanding, when the trend has shifted, basically, like, and this is where price action becomes really important, and viewing different time frames. Like, we could be looking for a higher low on the 15-minute time frame, but on the 5-minute or let's say on the hourly, we're looking for a higher low.
Hourly is a good example for it.
Yeah, on the hourly, we're looking for a higher low, but on the 5-minute, we've changed structure where we could get a pullback first and that makes the hourly higher low. So you could get a really good move on the 5-minute on the lower time frame, but on a larger time frame, we're looking for a swing high to go higher. That's what got me into volume profile, actually, because I never knew like when was a good place for a higher low or lower high to be set. So that's where volume profile kind of helped me out.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And that's the other thing I was going to touch on. You just nailed it. Like, all of this is dependent upon what time frame you're putting emphasis on. And if you are putting emphasis on a 5-minute market structure shift, okay, well, you should be aware, like, just like this example. Okay, so if we're in an hourly uptrend, if the market's making higher highs and higher lows on the hourly, but we want to play a short on a 5-minute market structure shift to the downside, well, then you better understand that the context for your trade is relative to that 5-minute time frame, meaning don't expect a full-blown reversal from that 5-minute market structure shift if you're in an hourly uptrend. It's fine. I mean, you could take the short, but remember, like, okay, I'm probably going to get in and out of this relatively quickly. This is a scalp. This is a small day trade. This is like a mean reversion move inside the higher time frame trend. That's totally fine. But yeah, a lot of people, they're just like zoomed into the 5-minute, the 1-minute. They see the market structure shift. The candles look big on that lower time frame, and they're just like, getting wrecked, fading a higher time frame trend. So I always say the best trades are when the hourly and the 15-minute are in line with your entry time frame. So if you're like entering on the 5 and the 1-minute, if you're in line with the hourly and 15-minute trends, those are usually the best trades, because that you're following trend on the higher time frame, and then you're just like picking the spot for to try and mark the low of that bull flag or that retracement.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's why I personally use multi-time frame analysis, just to piece everything together, for sure.
Yep, exactly. So, I mean, okay, Before I know you're going to have to go in a little bit, John. What are you thinking for today? Do you have any directional bias? Like, what are you looking at on the volume profile? Are they giving you any information? Like, what do you think about today? I'll go over to your screen.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take a look here. So let me go to the larger time frames first. Yeah, so I do think we get here on ES and NQ. So ES, this is a 4-hour level, which they're pretty strong. And the fact that NQ held this one down here, I'll make this a bit bigger. Yeah, NQ held it down here. I do think we want to get up here, which is close to the 26,000 psychological. We're about 200 points away. So yeah, I'm leaning more bullish, I would say. And then on the daily, let me look at the daily here. Yeah, so this is interesting. And this is why, actually, I'm not 100% sure we're going to get there right away. I think we are because the market's still very much in an uptrend on the daily basis. But on NQ, we front ran this daily value area high, while ES popped into it. One sec. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, ES popped into it, and then we bounced from here. While NQ, we front ran it. So I don't think it's likely that we come back just to retest this, just because I still feel the market's in buy mode. So I do think we might just go up from here to maybe hit another all-time high. But then I'll look at the lower time frames, and I haven't done my tied my shoes today yet, or marked up my intraday levels. So I'll do that. I'm taking it very slow today. Like, I'll probably just tie my shoes later in the day, because I don't want the feelings that I had from yesterday to carry over into today. And if I still feel some of those feelings, I might even, I don't know, I'll see if I trade, but I might take maybe just 1 or 2 trades. But yeah, if I still feel like some of those feelings from yesterday, I'm going to be very careful today for sure.
Yeah, well said. I pretty much agree with you. I think higher time frame, we still got to remember where we are in buy mode, and we've had some nice deep retracements on the higher time frame too. So it's like, if this is where the buyers want to step back in, valid, like valid for sure.
Yep. But also, like, the overnight session was we had a pretty good sell off. So actually, no, we're bouncing now. So yeah, I do think we might tag that the 4-hour value area, because we're still in this big gap, I think, right? We're still in, let me check. Yeah, we're still this gap here. We're kind of inside of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I'll keep in mind. I'm not sure what to do with that information yet, but something that I'm aware of.
I like it, man. Darmash says, Zach and John, that was an awesome explanation. Thanks a lot. We got you, bro. Any PFM stuff, any PFM news? I mean, you're on a few days a week, so maybe not much has changed. I know, guys, I do want to remind everyone, I believe you can still write a review. If you guys write a review for a futures prop firm, you can receive a 25K challenge account for free, just for writing an honest review. I'm pretty sure you only need to have been trading a futures account that you got through PFM for like 2 weeks, right? Is that the conditions done?
Yep, exactly. So yeah, you have to have been trading with the firm for 2 weeks to give an honest assessment of the firm. And yeah, you could be a funded or non-funded trader to qualify for the 25K account. Yeah, we just want honest reviews for the various firms, and yeah, you get an account if you leave a review, and it's verified.
Perfect. And how do they? So when they write the review, do they need to notify anyone that they wrote the review, or is it like automatic?
Yeah, so you just go to propformatch.com. You go to futures. I can quickly show it actually. Just
yeah,
one's up here.
Destiny, it's not just for funded traders. John just clarified that. So you could be trading a challenge. You're still experiencing the firm as long as you've been trading for 2 weeks.
Yep, for sure. So you can just go to reviews up here, then post a review. You have to have an account, so let me log in.
I don't want to cut you off, John, but what the heck does this comment mean? Zach and John sound like an American Pie movie. What does that possibly mean, bro? That is like non-US based. I don't know. That's over my head, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Don't make any connection there at all. American Pie. I kind of want to dig into that, but that's it's an interesting movie, so maybe we just leave it there.
I'm going to be thinking about that later. I already know, trying to figure that out. But right now, I'm just going to throw that out of my mind. It says your name sound like a great movie. Okay, I guess it's like, maybe if you're not from the U.S., like Zach and John, I guess. I don't know.
I see. Got it.
All right, noted.
All right, cool. But yeah, if you go to reviews, and then I'll just quickly kind of do this here again. Post a review. And then here you can see the bonus. First 500 users starting after October 29th will get a free 25K futures account. So we haven't hit that 500 mark yet. Once we do, we'll remove this little banner. But yeah, we still, if you've traded with the futures firm, you can still qualify for a 25K account. You can just, pick your futures firm. And then just go through. If you're logged in, this will automatically be filled out. You can enter your account size, your steps. You can rate customer care, rules, the dashboard friendliness, the credentials, payout times, like how quick was the payout process, or just the overall payout process in general. If you like how their terms for payouts, you can rate that. And then the overall rating, like just in general, how you feel about the firm, and then a detailed description or summary of your experience with the firm. So it does have to be 150 characters. I'm just gonna enter that in here, just so I can kind of show the next screen. But then you have to upload confirmation. It has to be a PDF file. You have to upload confirmation that you indeed have an account with this firm, whether that's an order receipt or just proof that you have an account with this firm. Usually it's an order receipt. That gives us good information that it's legit. And then you can mention if you've had a payout denial or an unjustified breach with this firm, and if you have, we'll kind of showcase that as well. And then just a consent here, and then I accept the terms. And what did you like most about this firm? Best firm ever. I don't know. Futures doesn't really have spreads, but usually like Forex they'll sometimes say spreads. And I have to upload a file. I'm not going to do that now, but you just upload a file.
Yeah.
And then click submit, and then that's it. And then if you've been funded, there's another funded form that you can fill out, and we'll showcase that in the review section of Prop for Match.
Beautiful. Yeah, thanks for that clear explanation, just so everyone understands. Yeah, it's just for futures firms. And someone asked, some people have asked me, like, why 2 weeks? It's like, we want to make sure that you actually, we got to give the firms a fair shake. You can't, I don't think you can have a full-blown, like, honest review based off of like a day of trading with a particular firm. So just to keep things fair, that's PFM wants to have like integrity, and you get a free account out of it, but it's because we want honest, real reviews, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's the whole basis of it, is authentic, verified reviews. Our support team goes through and does a thorough verification of the review. They read it, they make sure that the upload confirmation is correct, and there's it's a bit of a process to get your review on Prop for Match. We want to make sure it's fully authentic, so other traders can read them and understand more about the firms and make informed decisions about that firm.
Yeah. Last question before you got to go, John. Clark is asking, does it have to be an account purchased like through PFM with code match or anything, or is it just proof? Like if that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter if you purchased with us or without. Yep.
There you go. All right. Awesome, man. John, thanks so much for coming on, man. Anything else you want to leave us with?
No, thank you. This was cathartic. Helped me release yesterday's trading session, and always like coming on and talking with everyone.
Absolutely, man. All right. Thanks for hopping on, John. We will see you next week. Be back on Monday, right? Or Tuesday?
Yes, Monday.
Oh, Monday. Yep. There we go.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Take care, brother. Talk to you soon.
Nice. Thank you. Yep.
Later.
See you. Bye. What's
good, chat? All right. Shout out, John. How we doing, guys? Yeah, I think John is a good read for today. I'm interested in what the market's going to bring. Erkan says, hey, Zach, those are these equal lows, 25,630. I was just about to talk about those. I was just about to bring those up. Yeah, I see that. 25,630. Yep, right here, brother. I like that. I like that a lot. Where is midnight open? Okay, cool. Midnight open is right here, so we're currently trading above it. Definitely want to know where we are in relation to midnight. Not bad, bro. Yeah, Erkan, I think I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking something similar, maybe a short scalp down to these equal lows on the 15-minute. Also, we still have an 80%. Oh, wow, my chart's not up. Hold up. Sorry. Yeah, bro. Equal lows, 15-minute time frame down here at like 6. I have it at like 620 on the NQ. Same idea, though, these two. Also, we have an 80% setup. We have not touched the previous day's POC yet, I don't believe. Yeah, because market opened up right here. We still have an 80% setup in play, too. So just like yesterday, 2 draws on liquidity, equal lows, and previous day's POC. I like a short idea down to the previous day's POC. And then, like, John was saying higher time frame bullish, we can still go higher. I actually agree with that. So maybe something like this, take out those equal lows, engage the POC, consolidate for a little bit, run up, take these relative equal highs. I think that's pretty good idea. Maybe we take these equal highs first. That would be the more confusing scenario. That I think would throw more people off, but that could happen too. So maybe we take those equal highs, previous day's high, and then come down to those equal lows. But I do like these equal lows as a target, 100%. Good eye, Erkan. Good eye. Roger says, you cook in the market today, Zach? We're going to try, bro. We're going to try. Every day we try to cook the market before it cooks us. That's the plan. Fam, you want to run a giveaway? I did promise a giveaway at 50 likes. We can get that going. Who's down? We got 78. The 100K Tradeify account will only start giving it away when we're at 100 likes. And I'm not going to give it away right when we hit 100 likes. I'm just saying we won't even consider it till we get to 100 likes. Yeah, let's hit up a quick giveaway. Blue Guardian. Awesome, bro. Let's see what we get today. Yeah, absolutely. Also, Erkan, I think you DM'd me on X again. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. But I hope everything's good with the account. Hit me up. I'll make sure to hit you back up when we get off stream if you have any questions. Erkan won yesterday's Tradeify account. So shout out Erkan. Why always Blue Guardian? Because they're just a great sponsor, man. They support the stream. They hook us up. Plus, Blue Guardian's a great futures prop because they don't have activation fees, which a lot of people love that. So, can't be complaining about Blue Guardian, man, especially a giveaway account with no activation fees. Come on. Doesn't get better than that. But yeah, I'm super down to try to short to those equal lows. I think we got a good read. Like I said, you guys already, if you've caught the stream since the beginning, I took those shorts, made back most of my losses from yesterday on Tradeify. So we're going to just chill on Tradeify. We already got where we need to be. I'm still up about 8K total after it's been like what? I started here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 trading days so far. We're up 8K. I'm not going to complain about that. We're doing good. My win rate's a little bit low right now. I got to get this up. But my R multiple has been greater than 1, so it's okay at the moment. But I do want to get that win rate back up. I want to lock in more 1-to-1 base hits. So hopefully we get that up. I'm sure it'll go up if we get to this payout. So, but yeah, it's going good, man. It's going good. Average R multiple right now is 1.7. So like with a 46% win rate, again, that's not my ideal. I don't want to have this low of a win rate, but yeah, as long as we're still up and my profit factor's up, I'm chilling. Nothing to complain about there. Alpine, my average risk reward is usually 1-to-1, but sometimes 1-to-1.5. Sometimes I go negative. I'll happily target 0.5 if it makes sense. Real quick, I just want to see the economic calendar. I don't think we have any news today. Nope. We have FOMC member Waller speaking at 3. Not that big of a deal. So no news to worry about. Looks like we might get this move to these equal lows. Urcon, if this happens before 9:30, because I don't take trades before 9:30 open, and we come down to the POC, I might actually be looking for longs up to these relative equal highs, but it depends. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I hope that we don't take these equal highs or these equal lows before 9:30, because I would love to short to these. Don't rush it, Zach. Remember, yes, sir. So we're going to trade Apex for the rest of the day because we're up 1,200 on Tradeify, so we're chilling. My risk reward is somewhat discretionary, but I really focus. Like, I don't look for like 5R trades anymore. Like, I don't go above usually like 2 for the most part because I like to actually make money. So I want my trades to make me money instead of like constantly, taking a million paper cuts to get a 6R. All right, let's run a Blue Guardian giveaway account. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got 75 people watching on stream, and we got Jen Keter coming on today. So here, let me show you guys Jen. She's pretty big on Instagram. I don't think she's super active on X, but she did a really good podcast with my buddy Austin Silver. Shout out Austin Silver. She's a stay-at-home mom, and she's crushing it at futures prop trading. Yeah, so I'm excited to talk to her. She's definitely, we have a lot of mutuals. We have a lot of mutuals. She knows Austin. She knows Tanner, the strong trader. She knows Zach Boyajian, people that you've seen as guests on our stream already. There's a bit of a universe going on, and she's part of that. So that'll be cool to chat with her. Good morning, Zach. Which volume profile do you use, SVP or SVP HD? Let me double check that. I've never differentiated between SVP and SVP HD. I use regular. I've been using volume profile for years, so I think I remember this was new. So I never changed it. What does this look like? Is it different? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the way it's displayed. I could be wrong about that though. But yeah, I use the classic one, and it works great for me. All right, guys, let's run this giveaway quick. You know the deal. Type in Blue Guardian in the chat, and we'll run it up. You got 30 seconds. Type Blue Guardian in the chat. My setup always gives a 1 to 1.5R, but I ignore it and aim for 1 to 2 and 1 to 3, which makes me lose every day. Bro, yeah, don't do that. Got to follow your system, man. Guys, I also just got word that you can only win 1 Blue Guardian giveaway per month. I kind of want to double check that because I think someone else told me that I don't know. Let's just go with that though. If you've already won a Blue Guardian account this month, so for November, just hold off on entering Blue Guardian. You can still enter top 1 futures. They don't have that rule. I'll double check on that. I thought I was told that it's still once a week for the stream purpose, but I could be wrong. So if you have 1 Blue Guardian in November, just hold off. You can only enter for the Tradeify giveaways and the top 1 futures, just to make things simple. Okay, I'll give you guys 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. We got those in. Let me get that list ready for you guys. I'll give away 2. I'll give away 2 accounts before Jen comes on, and it'll be from this list, okay? So if you got in on this list, you have two chances. All right, this is what we're gonna do, guys. Damn, we might hit these equal lows. That's a bummer. We'll see. Maybe it pulls back and gives us an entry before the open. All right, guys, I got the list. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a very quick 3-minute break, and I will announce the winner as soon as I get back. Okay, so I got the list already. You don't need to keep typing in the chat. Entries are closed. I got everyone's name, so no reason to keep typing in the chat. But I will announce the winner as soon as I get back. We'll be gone for like 3 to 5 minutes. Probably 3. All right, we'll be right back. Yo, we back. We back. What's up? What's going on, guys? How we doing? Let's get this giveaway going before Jen comes on, right? Everyone's still typing Blue Guardian into the chat. I told y'all. I already got the entries in. All right, so everyone had like 45 seconds to get your entry in. I got my list. We're good to go. No need to keep typing Blue Guardian in the chat, fam. Garrow won 2 accounts last month. Yeah, I don't know. With Blue Guardian, they're saying one person per account every 30 days. TOF is not doing that. For TOF, it's still once a week. And I'll confirm the Blue Guardian thing. But for now, operate under that assumption. The accounts are mine. Stop spamming, says Rocha. All right, guys. There's no reason to type Blue Guardian in the chat. Do not type Blue Guardian in the chat anymore. I'm going to start messing with you guys. If you guys don't stop, I don't do the giveaway. Stop typing in the chat. Shabab, I'm not sure what you mean. It's per month, so this is November. So we're only in the first week of November. Hey, Nicoletta's in the chat. What's up? Good morning. Glad I caught you too. Yeah, we're gonna do a spin. We'll do a spin and a duck race. You know, F it. Why not? Yeah, okay, so you can't win a second Blue Guardian account every 30 days. You can do one per 30 days. Listen, most of you guys are not going to win 2 accounts in 30 days anyway of the same type. All right, let's do this. Let's run it. I got my list ready to go. This is yesterday's list. Bam. All right. You ready, chat? Who's ready? Who's ready? Where's my gong at? Here we go. Oh, Rocha, you were close, bro. I saw that. But okay, Issa, you have won a Blue Guardian account as long as you haven't won one already in the last 30 days. So let us know in the chat. If you haven't won a Blue Guardian account in the last 30 days, come through, let us know, and give me your YouTube name. Yo, Rocha, I'm sorry. That was so close for you, bro. I'm sorry. Ikwer, that means you missed it when I was initially taking the entries. You know, I like you though, bro. I might have to add you. And I'm only going to do that once. I'm going to add, guys, if you missed, I gave everyone 30 seconds and then I went on break. So if you came in when I was on break, then your name is not going to be there. But where's Issa? I need you in the chat. Let us know. Issa, I need to know that you are here and you're seeing that you won, and then I need your YouTube handle. There they are, Issa. Issa, I don't know. It's every 30 days apparently. So have you already won a Blue Guardian account? If you've already won a Blue Guardian account, then yeah, we got to give it to someone else. Was it Blue Guardian that you won? If it was, we're going to have to give it to someone else. Okay. All right. If you want a blue, I just want people not to get confused. With top 1 futures, it's okay. But if it's Blue Guardian, all right. So sorry, Issa. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hook up Rocha here because Rocha came right by you. You're always active in the chat. We're giving this one to Rocha. Shout out Rocha. Give me your YouTube handle, bro. Drop your YouTube handle in the chat, Rocha. You're super active here. Yeah, we got you, bro. We got you covered. We're going to spin again. I'm going to give away one more account. And I got mad accounts to give away. All right, so don't worry. Drop your YouTube handle, brother. $23 Rocha. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, guys, remember, stay tuned for the Tradeify 100K account we're going to give away. That's the big boy. So this is November 6th. All right, I got you, bro. All right, let's spin one more time, okay? We'll spin one more time. Don't worry, Biker Baddie, how to enter. You missed the entries. I already got my list, but we will do it again. If you typed BG, I don't think it's going to count you, Adam. I said type Blue Guardian. So the list populates for people that typed Blue Guardian. All right, let's go. Let's go. Guys, it's just a giveaway account. You know, it's not the end of the world. Oh my God, people going crazy. People going crazy, bro. All right, let's spin. Ready. I think I've seen you in the chat before. Ready, where you at? Drop your YouTube handle in the chat. There you are. Remember, bro, guys, if this is for Blue Guardian, so if you've already won an account in the last 30 days for Blue Guardian, you can't claim. I see you ready. Drop your YouTube handle. I need your exact YouTube handle. Just drop that YouTube handle, my friend. Oh, I see you. Okay, cool. Got it. Got you. And don't worry, guys. We got more accounts to give away. And listen, that's not the point of this stream. You know, we do this to give back a little bit. But the point is for you guys to learn and get good at trading, man. Y'all, you could have just copied my trades the last few weeks and got yourself an account. You know what I mean? Not that I'm not a copy trading service, but I'm just saying, like, we're taking good trades. All right, I'm going to remove my executions. Guys, if your name wasn't in there, you missed it when I was copying the names. That's all. There's going to be more opportunities, so stay tuned. We're giving away. I have 7 more accounts to give away, so we're chilling. Rocha says, if I copy you today, you will lose. Trust me. Damn. You saying you got bad luck? All right. We got Jen coming on in like a couple minutes. Let me make sure she gets ready to go. Clark says, Zach, are you going to take a long? Seems like a good pullback. Honestly, bro, so I was talking about this with Erkan in the chat. I want to see the market take these equal lows first. I think this is a really strong target. We also have an 80% setup. We have previous day's point of control below us, and it has not been touched yet. So that's a strong target. 80% probability we touch this level at some point in the trading day. I don't really want to fade that. I want to get short. I'm just trying to be patient before the open. So yeah, I like shorts down to previous day's POC. And then if that holds as support, I actually like longs up to take out these equal highs and previous day's high. But I do think this is a good target. I think this is low-hanging fruit that can come first. The Tradeify accounts I give away, I think I'll give away the growth or the advanced. The growth, which is the one without an activation fee. So we'll hook you guys up. Okay. Let me make sure Jen gets ready to hop in. Let's get this going. All right, cool. So Jen has the link. She'll be hopping in soon. What do you guys think? Okay, before Jen gets on here, before we actually start taking live trades, what are you guys thinking? Let's do this. Let's play a game. First question is the first 15 minutes of market open going to be bullish or bearish? So that first 15-minute candle, do you guys think it's going to print bullish or print bearish? Okay, and then second question, do you think we close bullish or bearish on the day? Abby says bullish then drop. Okay, see, I'm thinking bearish then bullish maybe. Abby, I want to see previous days POC get hit first. But it could be bullish then drop. Maybe I did say that's the other scenario. Maybe we come up, take out these equal highs first and then go lower. Erkan says bearish, take out lows, then trade up. That's what I'm leaning towards, bro. Yeah, you have a similar read to me. Okay, guys, you know what we're going to do? We got 2 minutes. Jen's going to be on any minute. I'm going to take a 60-second break. I got to go set something up. And when we get back, Jen should be here and we'll trade the market open. So be right back. All right, we are back. What's up, chat? 1 minute till the open. I see we got Jen in here. Let me throw her up on the stage.
What's up?
Hello. What's up, Jen? How you doing?
Good. It's good to officially meet you.
I know. I was just saying on stream before, I feel like we have so many mutual friends and like people in the space, but we haven't really had a conversation ourselves. So yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, likewise. It's good to meet you. Thanks for coming on the stream.
Of course.
Really appreciate it. So yeah, I mean, usually we just do some live trading, but it's also, you know, I just like to talk to people. So maybe you can give the chat a little intro to who you are, how long you've been trading, just what you're about.
Yeah, for sure. Well, first of all, full disclosure for everyone, my children are in the room. They are present. So this is very on brand for me. I'm a mom, a stay-at-home mom. That's kind of my thing. And I got into trading because I gave up my career to be home with my kids and then just kind of wanted something for me. And so I got into it as a hobby, not really for the money. And then quickly just fell in love with it. And obviously there's been some high highs and some very low lows along the journey. I've been doing it for about 1.5 years now. But I have finally broken through the profitable threshold, which feels really good. And I'm just starting to dive more into kind of putting myself out there. So I'm going to start streaming and doing some of that stuff to just, kind of spread the good word of trading. Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm really passionate about sharing trading with moms. That's kind of like my niche, because I think so many moms get lost in motherhood and they, make a lot of sacrifices, and being a mom is the best thing in the world. Wouldn't give it up for anything. But it's just so cool to have found something that like gives you the best of both worlds. Like, you can make money, you can feel excited, you can learn, but you can also be present with your kids. So that's pretty much it. That's me.
I love it. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm not going to judge your kids running through the stream, because I have my first baby on the way. So I'm sure that's going to be a reality too, very soon.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's so true. I think being a mom, my partner's dealing with the same thing. She's going to have to go back to work after maternity leave. And she's like always talking about how she's like, you don't realize how lucky you are that you get to just be at home and trade. And she works from home too. So she already has that. But, with trading, you have a little bit more flexible hours.
Right.
A little bit more freedom than just like the classic 9 to 5. So yeah, we are very, very blessed to be able to do this. And that's awesome that you've found profitability a year and a half in. I do see you've taken some payouts with Top One futures, right?
Yeah. So I've taken a good amount of payouts with Top One futures. And then I finally passed the buffer for the second time and take Profit Trader, which nice. If anyone's traded with them, you just know like it's such a like mental, just screws you mentally, like trying to pass that buffer for some reason. So I passed the buffer and was pulling daily payouts from that for the past handful of weeks. And then I finally lost those accounts because I kind of went a little degen trying to take too much, So yeah,
but now payouts. You took payouts on them?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I took a good amount of daily payouts from those. I had 5 accounts. So, and now I have some, I've kind of switched over to these Tradeify lightning fundeds. So I'm trading 150Ks for the first time. Nice. I've always done 50Ks. And that's been cool. I don't know your thoughts on account size.
I have thoughts. I've
only done the 50Ks because I'm like, better profit target to drawdown ratio. But now that I'm in these 150Ks, I'm kind of liking it because it takes the pressure off a little bit. So I'm trading them size-wise like I would trade my 50Ks, but there's so much more drawdown that like if you take a few losses in a row, you don't feel the heat the same way as you do in the 50Ks. So
all right, so yeah, I'm huge on this. I think I'm a big proponent of the bigger accounts. I think the whole 50K profit target to drawdown ratio thing is a trap. I really do. I think $2,000 of drawdown trying to trade futures is just too tight to begin with. It's just such a tight restriction, especially when you add end of day trailing drawdown into the mix. It's just so tight. I understand people say, well, just size down. And it's like, yeah, but let's be real. People go through a little losing streak. Before you know it, they're slapping one NQ mini on there real quick.
Exactly.
With the larger accounts, especially, I love the Tradeify Lightning accounts. Shout out Tradeify.
Yes.
They're one of my favorite firms right now because I've taken so many payouts with them, and all of my payouts have been on the bigger accounts. Like I've had maybe in the last 3 months, I've withdrawn 48,000 from Tradeify Lightning accounts. And I'm telling you right now, it's all from the bigger accounts, because this is the other thing too. So when you do trade the 50Ks, I'll admit that maybe getting that first payout is a little easier. Yeah. Because you got to get that $3,000 profit target. You can take 2 out. So everybody loves that because they have the whole concept. Like I only need to make 3,000 to make 10,000 if I'm trading 5 accounts. The problem is if you take that max withdrawal, now you're leaving yourself with $1,000 of drawdown. You are almost, you're so likely to blow that account. And I just did it. So
exactly.
I traded some 50Ks. I traded 5 50Ks the last month. I decided to give them another shot. I got the 10K payout, but then I blew the accounts because I had $1,000 of drawdown left. So I'm like, you know what? This is just not worth it, because getting to that first payout is great, but I feel like the real benefit to props is when you can milk the same set of accounts. Like,
Yep.
because just do the math. If you always are getting to that first profit target, first off, you're dealing with trailing drawdown over and over again, which is the hardest part to deal with. Number
Yep.
two, every time, if you just are one of those people that gets one payout, blows the accounts, one payout, blows the accounts. Once you add the profit split into the mix, the money you're spending on the accounts, taxes, it's like the profit is not even that significant. Like, you need to be able to get multiple payouts from the same accounts if you can. So yeah, I'm a huge proponent of the larger account sizes. Sorry for all the yeah, I'm big on that.
Yeah, it's a new thing for me. Honestly, I've always been the queen of the 50Ks. And so I feel all the things that you're saying, and it makes more sense. And I think that it's like, once you've gotten a few payouts under your belt as well, I think that, I don't know, for me, I feel like my mentality is shifting, where like, admittedly in the beginning, it was just like, I want to get a payout and I want to take the max amount out. And then like, if I lose those accounts, I lose those accounts, that's fine. And it was this very rushed mentality where like, then once you've gotten a few payouts, you're like, all right, I know this is real. Like, I know I can actually do this. How can I do this like with longevity, right? And that's where the 150K accounts come in, like you said, you know? So having that, and also I think that there's something to be said for, you know, just being able to trade with a firm. Like, one of the things I really like about the Tradeify Lightning funded accounts also is just the fact that their payouts, no matter what size account you're in, their payouts are capped in a way that really set you up for success, you know, more so than a lot of other firms. So yeah, I've been sleeping on them for a while, and I'm excited about these accounts that I have right now.
So this is your first time running it up with some like 150Ks
ever. Yeah, first time. Yeah. So it's hard because like the patience, you know, there's still moments where it's like, oh man, well, if I was in a 50K account, I'd be requesting a payout right now. But it's just constantly reminding. I think that's like a piece of maturity that like everyone has to get to in your trading journey, is like when you really do make that mental shift to like, okay, I'm in this for the long haul. I don't need to rush to my payouts. Like, turn down the volume of all the people on social media that are like, I got to pay out, you know, every, you know, 5 days from my, you know, funded, like, that's, people are doing it. That's not the rule. That is the exception. The rule is that it's going to take you a long time, and if you rush it, you're going to blow it.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And you're right too about the, especially with the instant funded firms, like, because you have those profit targets, they kind of do set you up for success in a certain way. If you have the bigger accounts, because for example, I was able to take like 5 payouts in a row on the same set of accounts. And I was only able to do that because I had to make 9K on my first profit target, right?
Right.
For the 150Ks. I take out 3. I still have $6,000 of drawdown. After that, I got to the point that I always had a buffer of around $9,000 to $10,000 in those accounts, and the profit targets get easier and easier with instant.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, you know, like, because your second profit target on 150Ks is 4,500, so half.
Right. Yep.
But then after that, it's 3K, and each profit target is 3K.
Well, not anymore. I think they changed that. I think it's
the
40. I think it's the 45. Yeah, I think if you're talking about Tradeify, when they changed the rules back in September, I think that now it's the 9, and then it's the 45 consistently.
You're right. You know what? I was still taking payouts with the 3K because I had the same set of accounts still. So you're right though. You're right.
You're grandfathered into that. But even still, it's
4,500 is still way easier. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, 100%. And it forces, like, that's one of the things that I really like about Tradeify that I don't think I realized before, is they really have like the trader's best interests at heart, I think. Even with like, you know, people want to not have a max daily loss limit, like that's there for a reason, and it's for your good, honestly.
For the most part, yeah, absolutely, it will help you. So I would love if you want to get your charts up, Jen, show us what you're looking at. What sessions do you usually trade? Do you trade the New York Open mostly, or when do you usually have the charts?
So historically, I have always traded the New York Open, but recently, hence my children being in the room, my husband had some changes with his job, which he's always worked New York hours, and we live in Colorado, so he starts work at 6 a.m. But he had really flexible mornings, and that's changed. So he used to watch the kids while I would be trading for basically from open to and like 1 hour. The first hour of open was kind of my window. And then that changed. So now I'm actually have been trading Asia more consistently.
Interesting. Okay.
And I've been learning to trade gold. I've been watching gold. I've always traded NQ. I'm still watching NQ. And in fact, last night, I actually just joined Team Bull like this past week. So I'm going to be streaming with Team Bull and in their community. But I was trading live with them at HQ here in Colorado. And I called out a 25-point trade on NQ in Asia, which felt good because, Asia doesn't always move very well.
For golds, though, gold moves pretty well in the Asia session.
For sure. Especially, I think it moves best during London.
Interesting. Okay.
Like in the like week and a half I've been watching it. I say that like I'm an expert, but there's always really good movement during London while I'm asleep, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I've always traded NQ. I will probably be watching both this morning. Like I said, I haven't really been trading New York Open, so.
If you want, if you're comfortable with getting your chart up, maybe you could give us a little rundown of like how you view price, like what your strategy looks like, and what just how you execute. If you need to know how, you just go.
Yeah,
down
I was like, how do I do that?
So there's a little screen with a plus sign on the bottom toolbar. Click that.
Okay.
And
share screen.
Exactly. Yep. Just do share screen and pick a tab or a window, and that's all you got to do. And by the way, guys, so we called out those 15-minute equal lows. They got taken like immediately at the open, so I missed the trade. But we'll see. I still think we can make it a little bit lower down to the previous day's point of control for the 80% setup. So I got my eye on that. If I do take a trade, I will let you guys know, but I'm hoping to see a deeper pullback first and give me a better opportunity. It's kind of tough though, because we haven't created any fair value gaps down here. We just have them back up here. So we'll see. Just going to be patient right now though. But let me go to Jen's screen. We can see what she's looking at. And yeah, like what is your strategy? Like what type of concepts are you using? How do you view price?
Yeah, so I have been lucky to learn from a ton of like the best traders out there. I was definitely like a strategy hopper, Discord hoe, like hopping from group to group in the beginning, which I don't necessarily recommend because I think it can kind of confuse you, and it did that to me. But what I do now is kind of little pieces of all of that put together. So I've learned from Jay Dunn, I've learned from Big Daddy Max, I've learned from Stock Market Wolf. Like they've all had really big impacts on my trading. The big things that I do now, so let's just focus on NQ because I trade gold a little differently, and I'm honestly still experimenting with gold, trying to figure out how I'm going to trade it.
Sure.
But with NQ, I like to wait for the first 15 minutes typically to take a trade. I want to see that opening range form, which I know is super trendy. I don't necessarily take my trades off of the opening range. Like I'm not necessarily looking for like opening range breakouts or anything like that, but I just want to see what happens, right? Where is that opening range in relation to the overnight session? Have we broken out of it? So if you look at my screen, some levels that I always mark out are pre-market low. This is the hourly 20 EMA. So I like to pay attention to where the hourly 20 is just for a gauge of my bias, right? If we're below the hourly 20, I'm more likely going to be looking for shorts. If we're above, I'm going to be looking for longs. And then pre-market high, previous day high, previous day low, previous day open. I haven't marked it yet, but I always have New York open, the opening print marked also.
Opening print, that's a big thing that a lot of like options traders use that is not used as much in futures, but I'm sure it's helpful. So that's interesting.
It's if you mark it on your chart and you start watching, especially with NQ, because I can't speak for anything else, I haven't watched it enough.
Yeah.
It is very, very often that we will get a push in one direction with volume, a pullback on low volume to opening print, and then a push back, you know, in that same direction of the opening candle. And I love those trades.
Jake Reeky, he's another one. He's big on the opening prints. Rake trades.
Yeah, he does. He uses opening print. So yeah, so I like to use volume as well. It's huge for me, volume price analysis. So I have the volume bars on the bottom, and essentially I'm just looking for anomalies. If you've heard of Anna Cooling, her book, Volume Price Analysis.
I have heard of her. Yep.
Yeah, so essentially it's, you know, we're analyzing candlesticks, right? But like if you see, sorry, can you hear my kids screaming in the background?
You're good. No worries at all.
Hey guys. Anyway, if you see a giant candlestick, you know, there's a massive dump, but it's a really low volume bar. Tell me how that makes sense, right? So it's more so I'm not necessarily basing my trades off of the volume, but it's just another confluence that I like to watch. Sure. That gives me a high confidence, high probability setups, right? So yeah, I use that. I use the EMAs. I use just like good old candlestick anatomy. You know, there's a few specific patterns that I love. I love a 3-bar, especially for an entry.
Got you.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was probably not super clear. I haven't gotten to the point where I can super clearly articulate my strategy.
No, I get it. But okay, sense. So here, let me ask you then, like right now with what you're seeing, we saw a deep pullback right at the open. Market looks like it's trying to recover. Do you use like higher time frame zones at all? Like, are you looking at a higher time frame and being like, okay, we're bouncing from this level, I want to go long, stay with the higher time frame trend? Or like what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, so I mark some support and resistance based off of the hourly usually. So like down here at the bottom, you can see we have an hourly support.
Yeah.
We have another one up here at the top. I honestly didn't thoroughly do my levels this morning. Hey guys. Sorry.
Hey, this is the real deal right here.
It's the real life. I warned you.
Ladies, if you want to be a stay-at-home trader, this is how it's going to be as a mom.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too loud. Is it super loud for you?
It's okay. It's not bad.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of times like the levels that I mark out, like pre-market high or previous day high, like those will, if you zoom out, like they are hourly levels, right? So like previous day high of New York session, I should say, lines up very clearly as a previous support level, or sorry, previous support level turned resistance level, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always looking and zooming in and out. I would say I look at the higher time frame. I also sometimes will use trend lines. I'm looking at the higher time frames to find my levels to figure out, okay, what's the big picture showing us? And then from there, I'm usually on the 5-minute. And what I'll do sometimes too is I'll actually go all the way down to like the 2-minute or the 1-minute when I'm looking for entry. So like right now
that was going to be my next question.
We're touching opening print right now. And so to me, we're also hitting my 9 EMA, rejecting, you know, I might drop down to the 2-minute or the 1-minute like I am right now and go, okay, you know, what's happening with volume here? What's the candlestick structure here? That's actually probably an entry I would have potentially taken, targeting low of day that I missed, but it's too far gone for me already. So I'm still learning to talk and trade at the same time.
No, it's tough. Listen, as a streamer, it is really tough sometimes to try and like articulate what you're looking at and still catch the trade on time. So
exactly.
I'll go to my chart real quick, but also I wanted to ask you, do you focus on like your average R multiple? Do you look for 1R, 2R? How does that look for you?
Yeah, I'm still figuring that out, to be honest. It's been a lot of trial and error. What I've kind of settled into is that I typically like to take a trim. Hold on one second. I'm gonna
No
mute myself
worries. Here,
for
I'm gonna go
1
back
second.
to my
Yeah, do it.
real quick. Guys, I just I'm so sorry, but I got into a short while Jen was chatting and it ripped so quickly in my direction. I'm already out of it. I didn't want to interrupt. Let me hold up. I'll show you guys the trade. Let me go to my executions. That was like too quick. Oh my God. So I took 2 add-ins. This was the one though. So I cut this one really quick for a loss. And then when we came up and swept these highs, I got in again. This is kind of what you were talking about, Jen. You were saying this was part of your strategy too. And we're already out of the trade. That was like so quick. I'll show you guys the P&L. It's not much. I was only trading 3 micros, but
Dang.
Let me pull it up in here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
This, what we were talking about, this is like one of my perfect A+ setups right here, where it pulled back to that opening print, rejected super nicely, hit the 9 EMA at the same time. Like,
that was like
right here, I would have entered like right here, like with a 10 to 15 point stop.
So we have a similar, what's funny is I think we trade very differently, like when it comes to technicals, but I also like.
Is that where you entered?
Yeah, that was exactly where I entered. Here,
why didn't you tell me? You should have interrupted me.
I didn't want to interrupt. And Jen, I was in the trade for maybe 16 seconds because literally just ripped right down to the lows. Here, I'll pull up my screen quick. So these are on some Apex accounts I've been working with. So, I mean, these were the trades and it just happened within like maybe 30 seconds. Just a quick base hit though, guys, nothing crazy, $200 per account. And I'm kind of going against what we just talked about, Jen, because I'm trading 50Ks on these Apex PAs. But I do think when it comes to Apex, the 50Ks make the most sense for me. When it comes to instant funded, I like the bigger accounts. So, yeah, but guys, that was like super quick. What's funny though is, Jen, we had the same idea, but I think I have a totally different way of looking at it. But I do think we go a little bit lower, guys. I think we're going to engage this previous day's point of control at 80%.
Yeah, I want to know what your entry was based off of.
Okay, here, let me go over it. Let me just get rid of these.
Break it down.
So I trade a mix of ICT and volume profile. So I use volume profile analysis, and then like really foundationally though, I do trade ICT. I look at Asia session high and low, London session high and low, the concept of liquidity in the form of highs and lows. You know, we keep it simple with candlesticks. So my entry here, first off, I have a draw on liquidity. You guys already know about this. We were talking about it when we first got on. I'm looking for previous day's point of control to act as a magnet for price. And we called this exact idea. I mean, we literally said right here that we want to see the market trade into the previous day's point of control. This is the magnet right now. So if you don't, I don't know if you use volume profile, Jen.
I don't, I haven't. I've heard a lot about it recently though. Should I be using it?
I mean, I've been using it for 4 years. It's one of my favorite tools. So I'm biased, but yeah, it works great for me. But the point of control is the level that had the most volume conducted on that day. So I can pull up the tool so you can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So these are volume profiles of each trading day. So this is our current day. So the current day's point of control is right here. You see that red line? This is marking where the point of control is, which again is the level that had the most volume transacted on this given day. Now, I really like to focus on using the previous day's profile. So the previous day's point of control is coming in right here, this red line. You see I have it marked off at 25,521. Now, this level will act as a magnet for the market. So On days like this where we haven't touched the previous day's point of control yet, I like to try to trade towards it. So it helps give me a directional bias. That's the idea. So when we were pulling back up here, we were talking about it on stream. This is before you got on, that I want to see the market sell off at the open to engage this level. Now, once we engage this level, it could act as a classic support level too. So I'm going to be really interested in how the market reacts once we touch this zone, because we still are in a higher time frame uptrend, right? Maybe the market bounces here. Maybe we get, a move like this. We get a market structure shift, and we look for the market trend to continue to the upside. I don't really know, but my idea was based off trading towards it to act as that magnet. So, yeah, I use that, and I use ICT, just like the classic foundational principles of ICT. I use fair value gaps. I like looking for liquidity sweeps. For example, right here on the 15-minute, what did we do? Before we had this leg down, we came up and we swept out this high. So we swept liquidity, reverted back inside the range. That's your signal. And yeah, we sold off. So I combined both of these things together. I used the point of control to help give me a directional bias. And I used ICT to just understand, okay, we swept liquidity, ran all these buy stops, went lower, and then I can use fair value gaps for my entries. But yeah, that's the idea.
Cool. I love it. I love when that happens, where you can have completely different strategies but have the same entry lineup. It's like, it just goes to show there's really not the perfect strategy. It's just what makes sense to you,
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. I think there's so many different ways to view the market. At the end of the day, we're all just trying to see if it goes up or down, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a ton of different ways. I kind of attribute technical analysis to like a language. So like you might speak Spanish, I speak English, vice versa. We're looking at the same thing though, and trying to get to the same conclusion, just different ways of interpreting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so where we're at now, guys, I really want to see how we react here, because I do want to acknowledge that we're still in a higher time frame uptrend. But listen, if we just rip through this point of control, I'm going to be looking for previous day's low. So I'm going level to level. That's how I trade. I scalp and take base hits, and I just look for level to level. That's it.
Love it.
Roach is asking, is the point of control above the price right now? We're still above it, but we're about to tap into it. Abby says she passed 2 evals and halfway on the third, trading to the point of control. Fire. Yeah, any questions for Jen, guys? Feel free to throw them out there.
I need 1 second. I'm going to go turn the bouncy house on for my kids.
That'll do it probably. Yeah, go for it. All right, guys. Listen, man. Stay-at-home mom. She's busy. She's got stuff to do. Okay, yeah, it keeps falling. Man, I kind of wish I held my trade a little bit longer. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit of FOMO because the target was so clear, bro. Like we knew this was going to the POC, but that's how it goes sometimes. Zach, does your volume profile change the volume POC when you change time frames? Yes, it does. That's a good question. So I always teach people the way I interpret volume profile. I want you guys, if you're doing it the way I do it, please look at the volume profile off of the 30-minute time frame. That's very important because the levels can shift a little bit if you're looking at different time frames. Jen, you back?
I'm back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so what are you looking at now? I'm going to go back to your screen. Are you seeing anything, any trades yet?
I'm checking out gold right now, just trying to see what's happening here. I'm actually kind of interested potentially in the short. Let's turn that indicator off. That's incorrect. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been watching gold pretty much since we started talking. So I'm just trying to see. Oh, I'm on the 2. That's the issue. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see anything that I love right now based off of where we're at.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't understand gold at all, man. I like that price action just is Chinese to me. Like I I've tried to trade it and it just doesn't make sense.
Well, it's crazy because it doesn't move as fast, right? It's kind of inconsistent, but you'll get these massive moves out of nowhere. And it's great when those are on your side, but you have to be really careful. I guess it's kind of similar to NQ in that way, except for it's, if you're in a mini, it's $100 per point.
Yeah.
So it's just really, really quick that it can screw you. But when she's on your side, it's real fun.
It's great. I mean, that's the NQ too, right, man? The NQ goes the same way. When you're on the right side of her, she treats you well, but
exactly.
You cross her the wrong way, you're screwed. That's why I've really sized down, especially lately. I've been trading micros again just because the market's so volatile lately.
Yeah. Thank you, Titi. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm so distracted. This is why I haven't been trading in the mornings anymore, because as you can see, it's like, oh, one of the kids just let the dog in. Sully. It's like eating snacks.
Listen, this is the real deal. So you have a lot more peace during Asia for trading? Like are the kids sleeping? Is that why?
Well, they're sleeping for part of it, yeah, but I find that like Asia moves, so because it moves slower, you can kind of it doesn't feel as rushed. Like New York Open, prices moving so fast that like we watched it happen. I just missed my entry because I was talking and I was like, oh, that could be a good entry, but I wasn't doing my normal things where I'd be analyzing on the lower time frame. So I didn't enter because, so it's the same thing trying to multitask talking to you, trying to like multitask being asked to go like get snacks and wipe butts and all of that. Like,
yeah.
Seriously. The last time I did this and had my kids in here with me, it was last week. I had to take them each to the bathroom like 2 times. I had to go up and down. I'm in the basement, up and down the stairs like 10 times for snacks. Like, it's just, wow. NQ is just free falling.
Just ripping. I feel, guys, I always preach to never feel FOMO, lock in your base hit, but I feel a little bit of FOMO right now.
Feeling a little FOMO.
A little bit.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. But,
I feel it too. If it makes you feel better, at least you got a piece of it,
I got a piece. I caught a piece. We got it.
Yeah.
I am going to have to ask, not on stream, but maybe I'm going to need some advice on how to deal with the babies, especially us. We're in New York City. We live in Brooklyn.
Oh, wow.
So tight quarters, we got a 3-bedroom, so it's big for New York standards, but tight quarters. So I'll have to get some tips and tricks from you, especially for staying focused.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out, but I think that the biggest thing to realize before you even get into it is like, you're never going to feel like you know what you're doing. Like every single season of being a parent, every different age that your kid gets to just brings a new version of like really awesome, amazing, exciting stuff, but it's just like a new type of hard, Yeah,
I believe you.
So when you're in the newborn phase, you're going to be like, this is so hard because you're not sleeping, but like essentially your baby's a blob and you can just like set them next to you and they chill.
True. Yeah.
So then you're going to get to like the toddler phase and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Like they won't sit still.
Which is where you're at right now, right? Toddlers?
Yeah. Oh, yep. 5 and almost 3. So
okay. Yeah, for sure.
Very busy and lots of bickering between them. That's the hardest part, but
for sure. But all right, guys. Yeah, I'll go back to my chart. You're on gold. So gold is dropping as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go back to my chart.
Gold is also dumping.
Yeah, look at this, guys. This is where my short was. I got out like here.
Jeez.
We were just ripping. But it's okay. I mean, I guess I can't complain. I'm up 1,200 on my Tradeify accounts from earlier, and now we're up 200 per account on these Apex. I like to. I don't know how you feel about this, Jen. Do you trade with multiple firms, or do you like to focus on one at a time?
Sorry, I missed your question. I was being yelled at for closing the door.
No worries.
What did you say?
My question was, do you trade with one firm at a time? Do you like to focus on one, or do you spread your risk around?
Yeah, I mean, Right now, I'm focused on one because what I've found is that like I really believe less is more. Like finding 1 to 2 good setups a day, and I've been in the position before where I've had funding across a bunch of different firms, but what I've realized, because I'm not copy trading them all at once, is that I was forcing trades to try and like trade all of my accounts and then just taking like not great trades. So right now I'm like, you know what? Like I think what I'll do is focus on these Tradeify accounts I have, get through a few payouts on those, like you said, like get to the subsequent payouts, and then eventually I'll get accounts with other firms again, but I might copy trade them all together in a batch, looking for, like I said, 1-2 good setups a day.
Yeah.
And part of that is also due to the fact that I can't just be on the charts all day, like as you see, there's a lot of other stuff. And then as you know, also as a content creator, it's like that takes time. There's just a lot going on. So I've kind of bounced around in my philosophy with that and landed in a place where I think that, I don't need to be greedy. I can like to be able to take, a 10-12K payout with one prop a month is plenty for me for now. And I think also there's something to be said for, as someone who is newer, the more accounts I have, the more pressure that I feel, right? And so if something starts to go wrong, I'm more easily triggered to go on tilt when I have a ton of different accounts than when I'm focusing on a small batch. So
yeah, no, I think all of that makes perfect sense. I mean, the fact that you're already at the point where you're taking payouts a year and a half in, and like you're in a good spot, so I think doing what you're doing one at a time, one firm at a time makes perfect sense. I'm even where I'm at, I do copy trade. I trade a few different firms, but I'm not like spread out all over the place. I don't have like 50 accounts. You know what I mean? I have right now trading one set of Tradeify straight to funded accounts and one set of Apex accounts. Usually like two firms is enough for me. And I don't copy trade all of my accounts across firms. What I do is I copy trade my Tradeivate accounts or my Tradeify accounts, and then I copy trade my Apex accounts. But I'm not mixing and matching and, or putting them all together on one copier. I call it risk stinking. So like, for example, if I take a loss on my first set of accounts, instead of trying to make that loss back immediately on the same accounts and possibly dig myself into a hole, I actually switch and move over to a different set of accounts. So now, even if I take 2 losses in a row, instead of taking 2 losses in a row on the same set of accounts and being down 2R, instead I'm only down 1R on each set. And it's just psychologically a little easier for me to manage and deal with that. And I just spread my risk out, and instead of like, your risk of ruin, if you hit your daily loss limit, all your accounts are gone. No, not for me. I could have a bad day on some accounts and a good day on others.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And that's the beauty of props.
Very wise.
We don't have that option if you're just trading personal. That's why props are awesome. You have a lot of different ways to like make things work.
Totally. Yeah, I can't believe we broke so aggressively down below previous day low on NQ.
I know.
It looks like we want to go lower.
Did we take previous day's low?
Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm.
Oh, today's Thursday. No, you're right. You're right.
Previous New York low at least.
Yeah, no, you are correct for the New York session. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking where we're at now. Like again, I just go level to level. If we just continue to hold, like I'd be looking for this low to get swept out. If I go to ES, do you look at ES and NQ and like gauge relative strength or weakness between the two assets, or do you just focus on one?
So when I was trading just NQ, I was looking at ES, and then I was also consistently looking at NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, and what's the other one I was looking at? I'm blanking. One of the other tops.
NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla?
Yep, Tesla and wait, what was the other one?
Apple?
Look at Apple. I thought I said Apple.
Oh, you might have.
Oh, Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon, yeah. So, but since I've started trying to watch gold, like even if I'm in New York session, I'm not trading gold as often during New York session, but I want to watch it as much as possible, right? Because it's a ticker I'm not familiar with. And the more time I can get watching price move, the better I'm going to understand it, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the rest of that off my screen for now because I'm not really super focused on NQ anymore. I might actually end up, depending on what price action does right here, if we test and have a nice little rejection of previous day low, I might try a short, small size.
Let's do it. Let's get a trade in. I mean, don't feel pressured, but let's see. If you see a good setup, go for it. Would you say that you're more of a trend follower? Do you look for reversals, or do you try to always stay in line with the trends?
I actually do both. My strategy can go both ways. So usually, like I said, so this is a really good example on NQ of volume, right? That big red bar on the 5-minute chart. Super high volume compared to every other 5-minute candle, including the opening 5-minute candle, which is like typically one of the highest of the day, right? Highest volume candles was that opening 5-minute candle or whatever, opening whatever candle, right? So looking at the volume, right? I want to see, if I'm looking for a retest, I want to see a big volume bar down, if say we're looking at for shorts. And then as we push back up into the higher part of that candle and a level, I want to see lower volume, right? I don't want to see a big bounce where volume is super high. I want to see lower volume. Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, okay. We got your screen up.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it right here. Hold on. I'm waiting. I'm not in yet. I just want to see. We're only like 2.5 minutes into this candle.
Do you wait for candle closure usually?
No, but if we're really early in a candle, I want to either see some like really obvious confirmation. Okay, I'm going to try it. 62 to 86, 20-point stop.
Let's go, guys. Jen's entering. I think you might get this. I almost was about to join
We're
you.
Going. We're going. We have a nice little bear flag on the 1 minute that I'd love to see break right here. There we go.
There you go. What's your TP at?
I would love to see us. I'll probably trim. I'm only in 3 micros. I just realized because I've been trading gold, so that's what it was set to.
God, I mean, listen,
that's fine. That's
moving
fine.
Right now. 3 micros ain't the smallest size
that's
right
fine.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. I will take a trim at low of day. I'll probably take. Well, I kind of like make my decisions based off the price action, right? Like I don't necessarily have specific targets always.
Sure.
I think we could go from here. I think we could easily go down to the overnight low from Wednesday. Or at a minimum, that like London low from Wednesday night, which is at 25,404. So right below the low of day.
Yep.
So
I like it. I mean, I definitely want to take another short too, but I'm a little too late here. If we get a good retracement, I'll consider it. Yeah, I think low-hanging fruit is that swing low that is from the London session. What's that at? Like 25,400-ish?
From not last night's London session, but the night before.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The 20. That's what I was talking about too. The 25,404. I might do a limit.
It looks like you're gonna get that low a day.
Right there and see. Yeah, I mean we have a nice little 3-bar setting up too on the 5 minute. We just had a 3-bar on the 1 minute.
It's clean.
The price action is looking good. I'm gonna put my limit. I'm gonna put my limit at low a day, just since we already dumped so much.
Yeah.
And at this point, when I'm getting close to my first trim, I'm moving my stop to break even.
So I was going
There
to
we
ask
go. That was hit.
Hey,
I have 1 micro left, and
you're holding a runner?
yeah, I'm holding 1 runner. I took 2 off. Oh my God. Cheering for me?
Cheering for you.
Yeah.
W.
So
W is in the chat.
what
guys.
was that? That was like 40, 50 points. Almost 50 points from my entry.
And can you believe, like, that's how volatile NQ is right now? You were able to catch 50
Wild.
points on that tiny movement. It looks so small.
Yeah, that was
on
like
the
3
charts,
minutes.
That's a 3-minute move for 50 points. It's just gnarly, man.
It's wild.
So
I
you've been
love it,
trading you've been trading a year and a half. I'm telling you, in the last year and a half, the volatility has just picked up exponentially. Like, I've been trading for 5 years now, and I got into futures almost 4 years ago. And
Okay.
I'm telling you, it used to be like, to catch 25 points on NQ, like, you could get it throughout the day multiple times, but it wasn't like today where you can catch that in five minutes. Like,
Yeah.
a 25-point move used to be like a proper day trade that you'd be in that thing for like at least 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like volatility has just picked up, and damn, look at that exit. You got a nice
Yep.
exit there.
Yeah, so I pulled that runner. You were talking, so I didn't want to say it, but I pulled that runner pretty quickly because I'm also watching the 1 minute chart, right? And again, talking about volume, if you look at this candle, right, we hit low a day, big wick, bullish hammer with
Big
high volume.
bar. Yeah.
That tells me like we're gonna get some movement up, probably at least to my break even. So I might as well pull it in profit. So
Solid. Yeah. Beautiful execution.
I'm happy with it. I mean, what was that, like $250 on 3 micros? Not bad. In a
Not
few
bad
minutes.
at all. So if you take a win for the day like that, are you done for the day, or do you keep going? Do you have any rules about that?
Usually if I take a solid win, since that was such low size on my 150K accounts, I might take another trade. Typically I would be sized in a little bit heavier on the 150Ks. On NQ, I would say I'd be closer to like, I don't know. The smallest I typically would go is 5 micros on the 150K accounts. And on larger like probability trades, like if I was actually paying attention when we hit that trade that you took, tested that opening print, I probably would have been like a full mini, but 10 micros because I like to be able to trim.
Yep, I like that.
So
That
yeah,
makes sense.
I would have like on that trade probably taken 10 micros. My first trim probably would have been previous day's opening range high. I don't know. It's hard to say, right? Hindsight's so much easier to be like, oh, I would have held. But I usually try to hold 1 runner unless I see a very clear sign of reversal close to my entry, you know, where it's like, all right, we just moved down in 3 minutes. There's this candle that's telling me we're going to push back up now. We have a little double bottom on the 1 minute. This will be interesting to see if we start pushing back up here.
So I want to point that out. And also real quick, the chat, some of the people in the chat are like, oh, 3 micros, that's so small. But guys, remember, if you're copy trading, it's not necessarily small size. If you're copy trading 5 accounts, that's over 1 mini. So it's all about perspective. But so yeah, I kind of want to show you guys what I'm looking at. I saw Josh mentioned in the chat about these equal lows. So this is where our technical analysis might differ, Jen, because I like to actually target equal lows. It's an ICT thing. So the idea is this is an area that a lot of people are going to get long. They're going to have their stop below those equal lows. So I like to look for equal lows and equal highs to get taken. So initially you can get that bounce and you could trade off that for sure. But in a situation like this where the market is trending lower, I think there's more room to go lower. These equal lows, for me, tell me that we're not finished yet. So
interesting.
Yep, it's an ICT thing. So what I would like to see right now, we have our previous day's point of control right here. I mean, we sliced through it like butter, guys. So we have previous day's point of control. This could be a short-term line in the sand for us for resistance. So if we get a break and retest of this previous day's point of control, it also lines up with this 5-minute bearish fair value gap, right? So maybe something like this, a tap in here, maybe we consolidate a little bit, but maybe we can catch a short down to take out those equal lows. So I'll have my eye out for that. I'll definitely have my eye out. I don't like how low we are, even on this pullback. It's still a pretty shallow retracement compared to what we've done. So I'd be a little cautious, but we'll see. I'll have my eye out for it, guys. I think we could hit it. Or maybe we go higher first. Maybe we come into we have another fair value gap above us. There's a lot of levels that could stop us, but let's see how we react here at this point of control.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying, you'll look at the hourly 21 EMA, right? And you want to stay long if we're above that. So it's kind of like a line in the sand for you, right?
Yeah.
For a directional bias. I use the previous day's point of control for that in a lot of cases. So if
previous day's point of control,
so that's
today's.
big. I use the previous day's volume profiles. I don't look too much at the current days.
Interesting.
You can use either one. A lot of people have strategies around using the current profile, but for me, what I like about the previous days is those levels are set in stone. They will not change. Whereas the current volume profile of the current day it's constantly developing because more volume is getting pumped into the market. So your point of control can be up at one level, and by halfway through the day, it's shifted to a lower level or a higher level, depending on where the volume is coming in. So people have strategies around that. It's just, I don't use it that way. I like to look at the previous days, and it helps give me context. I just go, okay, if the market's comfortably trading below the previous day's point of control, we're a little more bearish than bullish, and I can maybe lean towards looking for sells over longs. Just simple stuff.
Got it. So I have a question.
Yeah,
because I dabbled in some ICT sort of stuff when I first was learning. So my journey, the first 6 months I was trading, Zach, I was using 1 second line charts.
Oh my God, Jesus.
So I don't know if you've ever seen 20-Minute Trader on Instagram.
No.
That's how I found trading. You should look it up in your free time. It's 1 second line charts, and you're looking for visual patterns of 2 tickers overlaid 1 second lines. You're looking for a visual pattern. So I got sucked into this Instagram sales funnel $7 course, bored, not new mom, but I had a new baby at home and was like, oh, this is interesting. And that's how I traded for the first 6 months. So when I then walked away from that because I realized this is not working, but I like trading, the first thing I started doing after that with candlesticks was sort of ICT. I didn't even realize it at the time, but it was based off 5-minute fair value gaps.
Okay.
And looking for, which I know fair value gaps are ICT, looking for a sweep, a liquidity sweep, or whatever, is that what it's called? Yeah, where you take out lows and then a inverse 5-minute fair value gap back to the upside. So when I'm looking at this, I see this big fair value gap on this prior candle that we're inversing right now. Is that ever something that you would take? So where's my rectangle tool? If we go right here, is that not a fair value gap, a 5-minute fair value gap?
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's being inversed. The setup I used to take would be go long at the inversion of that with stops below the bottom of the fair value gap.
Yep.
Targeting, I don't know, something. I don't remember what we'd target, to be honest.
Super valid, totally valid. And that setup can work right now, honestly, because we have had a pretty deep move down. We could get a reversion back to the mean, back to equilibrium. Yeah, I'm big on inversions. I use those for my entries a lot. That's valid. This is the thing, and it's just like any other strategy, right? You can find a reason to go long or shorts. There's so many, and it doesn't mean the strategy's bad either, because there's so many strategies will give you multiple opportunities. So that's valid. What I would be saying if I go back to my screen.
Yeah, tell me. I was just curious.
No, yeah, it's a great. Yeah,
like, why would you mark that fair value gap and not the lower one? I guess is my question.
So for me, I just think the market's so volatile right now that like we could get up to this one just as easily. And if there's a fair value gap right above or right below another one, at that point, it just depends on how confident I am in the current direction. So again, there's nuance. Like there's never a black and white answer, but in this situation, I just feel like we've pulled back so deep and the market's really volatile right now that like I would not want to short inside this first one. I'm just using nuance to make a decision, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But so we're in here right now. Also, this one lines up with the previous day's point of control. So me incorporating volume profile in there.
Right.
That's like an extra confluence for me. So I'd rather look at this one. But yeah, if we inverse this gap, this is what I like about gaps. I could just say, okay, no shorts right now. But if we reject it, maybe I can look for an inversion on the lower time frame, back down to take the equal lows.
Right.
But where we're at right now, I'm still hands off. I'm just watching and seeing how we react with it.
Interesting.
Hey, someone in the chat, Mark says, that's funny about the 20-minute trader. I tried that as well, Jen, a long time ago. $7 trial. They say it didn't work for me either.
I got sucked all the way down the sales funnel, to be honest. I'm a sucker. Like if you ever want to sell someone something, doesn't matter the price, come to me and I'm sure I'll buy it from you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a $7 course, I guess, sounds attractive when you're first learning.
Well, you buy the $7 and then it goes all the way up to the most expensive course is $15,000.
Damn.
Do you think I bought it?
No.
I did.
Did you?
I did.
Oh my
but
God.
I got refunded. I got refunded because I was like, this is not what there was some miscommunication when the sales team talked to me and I was like, meh, this isn't really what you sold me. But
okay, so wait, what was the difference between the $7 course and the 15,000? Was there a lot more?
Yeah, so there's 7,000 and then there was like a $300 or $500 one and then the high ticket, which is called God mode.
God mode.
God
good
mode.
Marketing right there.
So this guy has developed multiple patterns, or I guess found multiple patterns that happen on the 1 second chart when you overlay one ticker with another. So like he would have the Dow overlaid with like the Qs or whatever, right? And then you're looking for the specific thing to happen. And the less expensive course, the least expensive course was like the very first pattern he found. Are you going to take this? Your trade's playing out?
I'm watching right now. I'm looking at this potential inversion, but I'd almost even appreciate if we actually got a pullback up to this bearish fair value gap, and maybe I'll take it.
Oh, there's so many gaps.
Yeah, for sure. It all depends what's more important to you. I would like maybe that more, but I don't know. I just feel like we're so low. We do have a draw on liquidity though, so I don't know though.
Do you use previous day low at all?
Yeah, I use that mainly to like target. So if we haven't taken the previous day's low and we're heading lower, I like to use that as a potential target. Or if we are looking for a reversal, a sweep of the previous day's low.
Right. That's my hesitation with this setup because I don't mind it either in terms of the pullback that we had and the volume that's going on. But what I don't love is the fact that we reclaimed previous day low with strength. And now it kind of almost looks like we're, going to push higher.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm not taking it yet because honestly, I just think even if we do come for these equal lows later in the day, I just feel like we might want to hang around here a little bit longer. Like maybe just the market's going to take a breather and then I don't want to get caught up in chop. This is going to be my overall line in the sand though, guys. So this from a higher time frame, the 15-minute fair value gap that we're in, this will be my like real line in the sand. I don't want to see us get back above 585 on NQ. If that happens, I think the idea is hands off completely, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, in hindsight, this could go really well. I don't want to force it. Called God mode because you're praying it works, Josh said. Some people are into longs. Chat, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we go higher from here, or do you think we're going to continue lower down to those equal lows? Let me know. Let me get a gauge in the chat. Yeah, I'm going to stay hands off for this. If we go straight down to those lows, that's fine with me. But I would almost like to see us maybe consolidate a little bit, come up higher one more time, but ultimately hold that overall zone and then go lower. So I'm gonna stay no trade for now. Everyone's saying lower. Okay, cool. Yeah. Listen, I might miss this and I might say, oh, it was an easy short in hindsight, but it's all good. See if we get this candle closure below this little gap. Yeah, it looks like it's holding for now, though. I mean, can't really ask for more than this. Jen, I know we usually have people until 10:30 or 11, whatever you're more comfortable with, or if you got something to do. But I do have like maybe one more question at least. Do you want to stay until 11 or do you got to go? I think you're muted.
Sorry, my kids were in here, so I muted myself and then forgot. I think I could stay a little bit longer. I don't know if I could stay all the way until 11.
Sure. Whenever you're ready, just let us know.
Yeah, but yeah, what's your question?
So I think, I'm not sure if you answered this one, but when it comes to like, do you look for high R multiple? Do you look for like 2R? Does that matter to you at all? Or are you more just focused on like price action and structure? Like, how do you treat R multiple in your strategy?
So I think we were starting to talk about it and then maybe I got interrupted by my beautiful children. So I typically like to trim around a one-to-one, or if there's a really clear target that's a little bit, you know, I'm basing everything off of price action, because what I've learned personally is that I don't love the feeling of being in a winning trade and waiting to hit a target, having it come within 5 points of my target or something, and then having it go back and stop me out. So like with the trade that we took on NQ, if we go back to that, so we entered, were we on the 2 minute when I entered?
Yeah, I believe so.
I got lost now. Oh yeah, we entered right here. So my stop was right here, okay, 18 points. I think I probably put it at around 20 points. And then I was targeting this low. I think I got in a little bit late though. I was probably like closer to, I hate when the magnet does that. Hold on. It's probably closer to here, right? Yeah. So for me, right, I moved my stop to break even when price was here, because we, you know, had bounced here a little bit previously. So I moved my stop to break even. I trimmed at low of day, and then I held one runner with the stop at break even. And then, like I said, as soon as I saw this candle with higher volume close, I just exited, because I was like, I know for a fact I know for a fact, that was ridiculous to say, but you know what I mean? I am pretty confident that we're at least going to go back and test my entry level based on this candle. We're going to pull back to there, even if we are going to go lower. And I'm not willing to give back any of the green, right? So in this circumstance, I'm not basing it usually off of our multiple. I'm basing it more off of just price action and volume, you know, what I'm seeing happen. So does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%. What would you say if you look back at your stats, what is your average like risk to reward? Because you're still going to have one. What is it usually? Yeah.
I would say it hangs out around like 1.5 to 1.8. Sometimes dips below 1.5. Because I am like, I'm basing it, it's just discretionary, right? So sometimes if I let my runners, and I'm in 10 micros, I trim, you know, maybe half at a 1-to-1, I trim a couple more at like, you know, 1.5, and then my last couple runners go for 2, 3, 4 R, and I'm able to hold those trades increase that R multiple stat, obviously. But on the trades like today, where I, what was this? Technically a 2R, but I only took 2 off at 2R. So it really probably came down to a 1.5R.
Yep.
It's just, to me, I'm not, and I know there's a lot of different belief systems about this. I know Austin, who we both know, like he'll take negative R trades sometimes, right? There's a lot of traders I know who do that. For me, it's just, this is what I've found success with so far. And like I said, if I aim for a certain target, like let's say I decided, okay, I want to aim for my hourly support level down here, and price reverses on me and I get stopped out, that is like an automatic tilt trigger for me.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think that's important too for people. Like you have to figure out your personality and what triggers are there that are going to cause you to go on tilt. For me, if I don't do a good job with trimming and stuff and I let price go way in my direction and then I let it reverse on me and I get stopped out even at break even, then that's not good for my psychology.
I'm huge on that too. So I used to trade like a very low win rate, high risk reward strategy. I used to look for like 5R, 6R trades, and I would have a win rate of like 20%. And listen, it worked. I actually had my first profitable year ever trading like that, but I got really burnt out from taking so many paper cuts, having to sit in trades that, like you just said, go 5 ticks away from my take profit and reverse, hit my break even, all of that stuff. So I pretty much completely flipped all of that. I started going for 1-to-1s, 1-to-1.5. And like you said with Austin, I'll even take a 0.8R if it makes sense. Depends on the price action for me. And I saw like exponential growth in my trading when I started focusing on base hits and letting them add up, simply because I think I don't tilt as much when I'm just locking in base hits. It's harder to tilt. And that's so important. Also with futures prop firms, you have such tight drawdown restrictions, right? So I feel like they reward a more positive, stable upside equity curve as opposed to an equity curve that's like taking a bunch of little losses, then huge move up. It's a lot more unstable, and futures props don't really give the wiggle room you need to handle a strategy like that. So yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Guys, hold up. I need to go to my chart. So we missed a banger short, but it's all good. Listen, I'm up on the day already. I hit max profit on Tradeify, and I'm doing well on Apex. So
oh, dang. That really played.
Look at that. I mean, tap into that 5-minute gap, which also aligned with the previous day's point of control. Targeting those equal lows was the idea, right? These equal lows, if you zoom out, you see them. Perfect equal lows. So, I mean, goddamn, it was perfect. But all good, all good. Even like this 15-minute candle, just look how well it respects that previous day's point of control. We wick deeper into the imbalance, can't get a closure above it, bam, leg down. So yeah, market's moving really clean right now.
Yeah.
I think
if it makes you feel better, I missed a gold entry also while we were talking. So.
Yeah, it happens. Listen, do you stream like daily?
I'm gonna start streaming not daily, but a few times a week in Team Bowl. So I haven't historically. Okay. Yeah, I've been a guest on a handful of streams, but like learning, like I don't know that, especially in the beginning, like streaming is really the best way to learn, just because it does add a lot of pressure, right? But now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I can do this. I don't know if I could do what you do and interview people while trading and streaming. That's like a whole different thing,
Yeah, I mean, I'm learning as I go, but yeah, it's streaming it's definitely hard, especially like, I mean, I actually make money trading. Like, and the chat sees we took a 10K payout just last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago now, but I did all of my trades were taken live on stream, and it helps me. It keeps me like I hold myself a little bit more accountable when there's an audience watching. I want to make sure I don't put anyone into bad trades or do anything silly, which is great. So it helps there, but it's a double-edged sword, because then there's other times if your ego is in play, or for whatever reason, you're like, I don't feel like taking a loss on stream today. You maybe don't take a trade, and then you miss out on an opportunity. So it's a balance, man. Like, streaming and actually trying to successfully trade it's an art, and it takes its time. So I think it'll definitely help you, though. I think it'll help you ultimately when you start up.
Yeah. I think the accountability piece is huge. Like you said, just like keeping you from taking dumb trades or taking trades just because you're bored, or impatient. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I've had a lot of people asking me for a long time, like just via Instagram and my DMs, stream. And I haven't felt ready. And now I'm like, all right, I feel ready. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So yeah.
So, okay. So, I know we don't want to keep you too long. So let's just like let everyone know like where they can find you, Jen, and how many days are you going to be streaming? Like, just where are you at if people want to keep following you?
Yeah. So on Instagram, I'm just at Jen with one N .Keter.
And we got that in the description, guys. We have our Instagram in the description of the video.
I put my handle as my name on here too, just to make it easy.
Cool.
But so I'm most active on Instagram. I have a TikTok. I don't think I've ever posted a single thing to it, but you can find me there if you want. Same thing with YouTube. I'm gonna start posting more YouTube content. So that's just my name. Same thing, Jen Keter. And then, in Team Bull, I've joined Team Bull. Jay Dunn has been just such a great support and confidant in my whole journey. He's actually the person who first encouraged me to start sharing on social media. Nice. We go to the same gym, so I knew him in person, and he was like, you would crush it. Like, you should start sharing. I think that there's an audience that would really resonate. And so I'm just so grateful to him for his support in that manner, because it's opened so many doors for me, honestly, just to be able to rub shoulders with people like you and other great traders and all of that. So I'm going to be in there with them. And I don't have a set streaming schedule yet. I'm very lucky that he's being very gracious with me as I figure out my new schedule. I will be streaming Asia a few nights a week with Jean, who's in the group, and sometimes Brandon. And then I might start streaming some Power Hour. I probably won't be streaming New York Open ever, just because of this. Like, as you've seen, it's just like, but yeah, Power Hour is nap time. So that's a great option for me. But yeah, if anyone's interested in joining Team Bull or seeing what we have going on over there, shoot me a DM and I can send you a link. I actually have an epic code right now for people to check it out for a month for $1 a day. So
damn, all right, there you go.
$1 a day to hop into the community, and there's a bunch of incredible traders in there, tons of education. So hit me up.
There you go, chat. Hit her up. So yeah, we got her Instagram. It's her title on the screen. Also, you can find that in the description of this video. Thanks so much for coming on, Jen. It was a great chat. Hopefully we can get you on again soon.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me, and thank you for subjecting yourself to the chaos. Hopefully it didn't scare you too much for what's to come.
Like I said, I gotta get used to it. So I'll take all the practice I can get.
Awesome. Cool, Zach. Thanks for having me.
Thanks again, Jen. Take care.
See ya.
Bye. All right, chat. What's good? Shout out Jen. Awesome guest. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Hopefully we could have her on more. Solid guest. And she took a W on stream, man. Yeah, guys, this market's ripping lower. I think I think this is the next logical liquidity pool for us to target. I'm really hoping for a deeper pullback. I hope we don't just rip down to it. I'd love to get an entry, but I don't want to force it, you know? We called out that, I called out like this swing high right here beautifully. But there's not much to say when you call something out, but you don't take the trade. So, I can't give myself too much credit, but I did call it out. I think the next target though is down here at 25,282. Looks like we're about to rip right down to it. That's all good. I'm just happy this market is going lower. I'm so done with all-time highs. Let's bring all-time highs just out of the picture, and let's go back to a nice mean reverting market, which is what the market's doing like 80% of the time. Okay, we're not in price discovery most of the time, guys. Most of the time we're doing this. We're going from one liquidity pool to another, and we could take trades on both sides of the market. All right, so this is what we want. This is where we could really exploit our edge. So it's all good with me if I miss a short down here. I'll look for another setup. I think we'll find one. We got some time on stream. I do want to do some giveaways, man. Should we do the Tradeify giveaway, chat? Maybe we should get that one out of the way. We'll do a duck race for the Tradeify giveaway. I think we should run that up. We should do it now. Maybe that'll stop me from feeling like I'm feeling FOMO. You know, we'll focus on the giveaway. Let's get that done, and then we'll get back to the charts. All right, chat. Let's do this. How many people we got in here? Just about 80. That's solid. All right, guys. Let's get our entries in, okay? So to get your entry into the giveaway, I want you to simply type the word match, because remember, if you don't win the Tradeify giveaway, you can still always get the best discounts possible with code match on your favorite prop firms. So go ahead, type match into the chat, and I'll copy them right now. I won't miss anyone's entry, I promise. Anyone who types match, you will be entered. Go ahead, throw those in there. I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Okay, I see these entries coming in. That's good. That's good. Keep them coming. You know what? I'm going to give you guys 45 seconds instead of 30, just so we make sure everyone gets a chance. So you got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left, guys. Five seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's it for the entries, okay? So let's get these copied. Now, if you missed it, you missed it, okay? But I gave everyone ample time, I think. All right, I'm getting my list filtered. They're filtering for all the duplicates. All right, we got our list. So we got the list, guys. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to take a quick 3 to 5 minute break, okay? I'm going to go refill my water, and I will be right back. When we get back, we will announce the winner for the 100K growth account from Tradeify, okay? Big shout out to Tradeify hooking us up. Yeah, Rocha, if you guys already won an account today, you can only win one account per day, so no reason to participate. But yeah, okay, I will be right back, and then we will announce the winner as soon as I get back, okay? So just stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. What up, chat? We're back. All right, not much has changed on the charts. Really hoping we pull back before we take that last liquidity pull. So hopefully that happens. Market's down 1.5%. And Q down 1.5%. I love this, man. That is art to me, seeing this pullback in the markets. I love it. How are you guys doing? All right, so we got our entries in. I already got my list. Hey, Zach, what is the new rule regarding the winnings in the giveaway? So the way this works, Hell Saint, this is just for Blue Guardian, I'm pretty sure, but you can only win one Blue Guardian account every 30 days. Okay, so if you want a Blue Guardian account already, you can only win one every 30 days. I don't think Top One Futures has this rule. It's just every week. But yeah, so that's it. So for Blue Guardian, if you already won one, you can only win one every 30 days. And the other accounts, you're good once per week. That's my understanding. But yeah, welcome back. Thank you. All right, let's get this giveaway done. All right, so we're gonna do a duck race. Let's make it fun. Let's get a duck race going. I got these names. I got my list already, so no need to keep entering. Let me just copy this list. We got a lot of entries, guys. Should we do like a 50 seconds too? Let's do a 50-second duck race. All right, chat, we're ready? And remember, listen, if you don't win this one, it's all good. It's all good. How many more accounts do I have to give away today? Dude, I got 6 accounts to give away still throughout the stream. This is what I like, though. Listen, I don't want to be running giveaways when we're having a good guest on and getting like good, valuable information for you guys or taking live trades. It's not the time to run giveaways, all right? We do it once the market slows down a little bit. It ain't about giveaways, chat. It's about having a good stream. Winning trades, calling things out, educating people. That's what PFM is for, and educating you guys and helping you find the best prop firms. The giveaways are secondary. But yeah, my ex says previous day's low soon. I think so. But all right, let's get this giveaway done. Again, guys, this is for the 100K Tradeify account. We got 50 seconds, 50-second duck race. So let's run it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I've never done a 50-second duck race. Let's see. Who's it gonna be? Remember, yeah, someone said if you're in front right away, like ICE 11, I'm sorry, you ain't gonna win this. It's never the guy who's in front first. Sean is Fat says, I'm here for you, Zach. F the giveaway. I enjoy watching your streams and guests. Thank you so much, bro. Much appreciated. Here we go. What do we got? Okay. Now I feel like it could be anyone. We got the trading horse deep in front. Who's it going to be? Oh, God, it's that red duck coming up. It's going to be the red duck. I'll tell you, it's going to be the red duck. I told you, chat. Damn. Jose Kenny, you're the winner, my dude. You won a 100K Tradeify growth account. Congratulations. Let us know you're in the chat, please. Give me your name, give me your YouTube handle in the chat. That account is all yours, bro. But please, you need to claim it. So drop your YouTube handle in the chat for me. 50 seconds is kind of fire. Yeah, I think we got to stick with 50 seconds when we do duck race. There you are. Okay, Jose, just drop your YouTube handle for me, please. Congrats, bro. That was fire. 50-second duck race is where it's at. Just let me get that YouTube handle. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so it's your name. Just remember, it needs to be your actual YouTube handle. Perfect. All right. So with this one, Jose, to claim this one, it's a little different. You're not going to go to PFM support to claim this. You're going to go to me. So I want you to DM me on X. Okay. I'll drop my X handle. And guys, you can always give your boy a follow. Follow me on X. I'm always posting my updates there, my technical analysis. Like, if you want to stay up to date with me, you can find me on X and on YouTube, of course. But yeah, I'm going to drop this in the chat. So, Jose, you're going to DM me, okay? And I'm going to hook you up with the Tradeify Growth account. Issa, no, we are doing Top 1 Futures. I'll run a Top 1 Futures giveaway right now if you guys want. Should we do one right now? We got more giveaways. Chizzy, relax, bro. I got more accounts to give away. I got 6. So let's get 2 more out of the way. Let's do Top 1 Futures. I'm just going to keep the same list, okay? We got the same list. There's no reason to collect more names. We got 97 people watching. Let's do it real quick. Okay, here we go. Do not spam the chat. No. Do not spam the chat asking me to add you. We're going to, listen, even after I give 2 more accounts away, guys, I still have 4 more. I'll collect new names for the next 4 accounts I'm going to give away. Okay, so you'll be fine if you're not in this one. Let's just stick to the duck race. Duck race is fun. Trump is going to make a major announcement at 11 a.m. No, for real? Where'd you see that? Show me where you saw that. We got to watch the charts at 11 though. Let's get this giveaway in then. Get this done. All right, let's do this. Let's run it for Top 1 Futures. The winner is going to get a Top 1 Futures account. Here we go. All right, who's got it? Who's got it? Giveaways are fine, but this stream is good on its own. Thank you, brother. You're very good at this. Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Like, giveaways are fun because we're helping people out, but I'm also like, okay, I'm not a carnival barker. Giveaway. I'm here to trade. But all right, let's see who's got it. Who's got this one? Right now, it's anyone's race. This is anyone. I have no idea. You got FX Hero coming up out front. That's a pretty deep lead. Honestly, I think it's going to be FX Hero. I think this is one of those rare occasions where FX Hero's got it. 5 set. Oh my God. You just got edged, bro. Oh, whoa. Eichwer, I saw you in the chat. You were saying how you never want a giveaway. You just got it, bro. Congratulations. Fire. I'm happy you got that, man. I'm really happy that was you because I know you're always, you hit me up on X all the time. You're always in the chat. You deserve it, bro. Hold on, guys. Quick applause for our boy. Congratulations, man. You deserve it. Please drop your YouTube handle in the chat for me, my dude. Where are you at, Eichwer? Yep, there you are. Drop your YouTube handle for me, please. I want to make sure you get your account. Eichwer, just drop your YouTube handle, please, my dude. Just waiting on that YouTube handle. Yeah, he deserves it. Finally, he won. He deserves it. Just still need that YouTube handle. Uncle Zach, how to play. Did you just call me Unk? Okay, I got your YouTube handle, Ike. I got you. Bro, was I just called Unk? Oh my God. Am I officially an Unk, dude? I'm 31. Is that Unk status? Low blow. Damn, man. I mean, who am I kidding, dude? I'm having a kid soon. I guess I am Unk. Everyone's saying yes. Damn, bro. That's not cool, chat. Shit. All right. Whatever. I'll take it. I'm Unk. Unk status. All right, let's run one more. This is for one more top 1 futures, and then we'll chill for a bit. All right, ready, guys? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Chat is dragging me, bro. Oh, get out of the way. We need that ad out of the way. Here we go. Here we go. 40 seconds. You can't keep giving away accounts and not be an Unk? Damn, I guess so. Was it going to be Eon? Fane is in the front. You got that cool little, like, hairstyle on your deck. That's cool. Vi Legacy. We got Fahad coming up. Anyone's race here. Anyone's race here, chat. Samar says I'm dead last. Hey, bro, that means you might win. Watch you just zoom through. Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's Kurt. Kurt got it. Kurt Robertson, that's you, bro. All you. Congratulations. Top 1 futures. So, guys, Kurt, please drop your YouTube handle in the chat for us. And remember, guys, for these accounts, what you're going to do to claim, you have to DM PFM support. Okay, so I'll drop this in the chat for you. DM PFM support with your YouTube handle. So please tell me your YouTube handle here so we get it right. So drop your YouTube handle, Kurt, please. Kurt Robertson. Got you. Okay, I got you. I see it. Thank you for that. All right, cool. All right, we'll run some more giveaways before we head off. We still got about an hour, so I got 4 more accounts I can give away still. So we'll do it soon. Let's take a look at the charts though, real quick. What's going on? If Trump was speaking, I do want to know about that. Okay, not much has changed. We're kind of pulling back. We haven't taken those equal lows yet, so that's good. If we can get a deep pullback before we take the equal lows, I'm good for another short. We just have to decide where. Like, where do we enter? You know what I mean? And it's tough here. Zach, which NBA team is your favorite? For me, Knicks all day, baby. I'm from New York. I live in New York City. Knicks all day. I hit a nice parlay last night with the Knicks. What was my parlay? It was Jalen Brunson, 2 threes, Karl Anthony Towns, 9 rebounds, and then Knicks money line, Julius Randle, 3 rebounds, Julius Randle, 15 points, and it hit. $25, and I made like 150. Pretty fire. Honestly, people have asked about these loyalty points. I've brought it up, and I haven't gotten much response. So I'll bring it up again, but I don't know. You know, I'm just the messenger. Knicks 2. My dad used to live in Rockland. Nice, dude. Yeah, shout out Knicks. Let's go. Do I do meetups in New York? Honestly, I would do it. I've never done one, but I'd be so down for a meetup. Are there a lot of people from New York City here in the chat? I'd be down. Bro's a gambler on both sides. What can I say? What can I say, man? I like to speculate. I'm a professional speculator. Oh, you're in the Bronx? Sick, dude. Yeah, I'm in Queens/Brooklyn. I'm on the border, Queens and Brooklyn. So some people say Brooklyn. Technically, I'm in Queens, but I'm right there, like Bushwick area. Philly, we got Philly in the chat. Josh says, okay, this is the headline. Watch live. Trump is expected to make an announcement. Interesting, bro. Where can we watch? If anyone has a link, drop the link. I'd be happy to watch Trump speak and see what he's talking about. I wonder what it's going to be. Honestly, I wonder if it has something to do with that Zoran Mamdani winning the election. I feel like, he hates him. I feel like they're going to say something about him. Issa wants to hop on along. Oh, we got Adam in New Jersey. So we got a lot of people in the tri-state area. Philly, New Jersey, the Bronx. That's cool, man. Yeah, guys, I would be down. We can look into that. Pushing up and the announcement is not made yet. Is that a signal? I was thinking the same thing, bro. So, here's the thing, guys. I pay attention to the news, obviously, but I don't look at the news as a way to, find a directional bias. The news is nothing but a catalyst for volatility. Okay, at least for me. Everything I do is technicals based. So, Josh, to answer your question, yes. I think the market wants to take these equal lows, these relative equal lows, right? So if the market is pushing in the opposite direction before the Trump announcement, to me, that's a retracement to take those equal lows. So yeah, I'm with you on that. The problem is with a Trump announcement, it can go any which way. I do think we could go a little bit higher first. I like this gap. I think this gap needs to be your short-term line in the sand, right? So let's get rid of this. So I'm not going to short here, but maybe we get a rip up before we take the equal lows and we can get in here for a scalp. Maybe it comes, maybe it doesn't, but I'm not going to force it. I do think we'll hit this fair value gap. That's for sure. So I'm going to wait. We'll see if we can tap into this area. Yeah, something like this would be perfect. Get people long early in here and then do something like this, right? Tap in there, go lower, which would sweep out all of these people who have stops right above here, above this structure. So this could be a setup for sure. Yeah, Josh, thanks for the info. Abby also said I could watch it on YouTube Live. Hey, by the way, guys, remember, follow my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put videos out at least once a month, but usually I try to do at least every 2 weeks. I got a ton of videos, ton of free technical analysis. Yeah, I got a lot of good stuff on here and I'm trying to build out the channel. So if you like my streams, subscribe to my YouTube channel, continue to pump out free technical analysis there as well. But okay, what do? I type Trump live, he's going to give news about the filibuster. Trump speech today. I don't know where to find it. If someone has a link, drop the link in the chat and we can look for it. Is this live? This is not live. No, I don't know. Maybe the announcement is the opening of the government. Yeah, it could be that. Which again, that does not mean that the market's going to rip up to the upside, in my opinion. That means nothing, bro. If the market opens up, again, I just think volatility. Everyone will probably think that's bullish and will probably drop another 200 points from that announcement. His speech today might make a big impact. Yeah, I'm assuming. So, all right, guys, let me know when he's live and we'll take a look. If anyone finds it, keep an eye out for it. And if I can, I'll be happy to pull it up. Go to Right Side Broadcasting. Maybe it's on YouTube TV. Can you guys hear them talking? I still have never figured this out. If I have this on, can you guys hear it? Let me know if you can hear them speaking or not. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, you can see it. Okay, you guys are saying nope. All right, so it's kind of no point. Whatever. Let me know, guys. We're still pulling up. I like this idea. I'm starting to like this idea. Tap into this fair value gap, take those equal lows. And if I get a good entry inside this gap, how many points is that? What can I capture? Even if I get in here, I could capture like 100 points. This market is so volatile right now, man. This thing is so volatile. You got to be careful today, guys. Yeah, nobody can hear the sound, so I don't know. I got to look that up. I got to figure that out. Maybe I can ask ChatGPT. I'm going to set an alert here for 376 because I want to know when the market hits that fair value gap. Ike, where you're long already? Nice. Okay. I mean, I don't like longs, bro. Good luck. Good luck, my friend. Just got to be patient. Josh says, I'm going to chill. Damn, dude, you took 4 wins today? 4 out of 4? That's sick. Nice, dude. I'm 2 for 2. I just wish I held that initial short on these Apex accounts a little bit longer. Like, I should be up like 500 at least on these accounts. Because we had such a good read, and I got in and out, you know? Yeah, I need to add the sound input on the streaming software I'm using. Let me ask ChatGPT if you guys don't mind. I'll do that, try to figure that out. Zach, close the music. I'm watching my trade. You guys, I think people don't mind the music. I like having a little background noise, you know? Yeah, green is green, 100%, 100%. I'm really hoping this freaking market, I think we're going to tap this fair value gap first. I almost want to just put a limit order here. Should I do it? What if I put a limit order right here? Soft music is good. Okay. I love the music. Okay, cool, cool. Does anyone lose in this group like me? I feel like everyone wins. Nah, man. We all lose. I lost yesterday. I was red yesterday at the end. By the end. What's up, Zach, my man? What up, Ken? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Raj is 4 for 4, sick. I took a trade during Asia yesterday. Already made the daily needed, so did not trade this AM. Yeah, so I did the same on my Tradeify accounts. I did the exact same as you, Marco. I took shorts during Asia, hit my max profit for the day, so I didn't no more trades on my Tradeify accounts, which is a good problem to have. So now we're just trading Apex for the rest of the day. By the way, guys, I'm gonna be live again at 1 p.m. on ASFX TV if anyone wants to follow me over there too. Do you usually work out on improving your strategy to get better results, or are you settled? So for me, bro, I'm done with learning new technical analysis. Like, I have my system, I have my concepts. I do not need to change anything. I love the way I trade. I love the way I view markets. You know, I don't need to fix something that's not broken. So I'm chilling. Like, I don't do any new stuff. But I've been doing this for 5 years and I'm profitable. So why would I change stuff up? If you're somebody that's still working on becoming profitable, you might need to change things up, and you might need to experiment. Just always be careful with that, because you also don't want to be a strategy hopper. A lot of people, they think because they took 2 losses, their strategy doesn't work anymore. So it's a fine line. Lucas lost 1 trade today. See, Benjamin, you're not alone. And he doesn't regret the trade. That's all that matters, bro. CFD, should I change to future prop? Yes, you should. We should absolutely move to futures. Better market, better data, cleaner execution, all around better market. Absolutely. What time are you on ASFX TV? 1 p.m. 1 p.m., Josh. And I should say is people love to speak more about winning trades than losing. Of course, man. That's natural. Listen, it's true. People love to announce when they took a win. People do not like to announce when they took a loss. But hey, me and John today on stream at 8 a.m., we sat there and we talked about our losses for like 30 minutes. So that's not us. We talk about our losses. I got nothing to hide. That's the thing. It's like, I don't have an ego because I don't need to prove to anyone that I'm a good trader because you guys see me trade. So I'm okay with telling people I took a loss. It means nothing to me. Zach only needs to know how to manage his child. Yeah, it's going to be a learning curve, man. It is. I'm sure you guys are going to, get to hear my baby scream when the time comes. You're going to hear some crying. I've been enjoying your stream, Zach. Thanks a lot. A lot of value here. Much appreciated. I really think we're like ridiculously underrated. I think eventually we'll get bigger. We'll get our numbers up because I think we run a really good stream. There's a lot of streams out there of people who are just not even profitable, but they have a following. I think our stream is gonna grow, and you guys are here from day one. You're our day ones, so we definitely appreciate y'all. Ken took 2 trades, just hit my profit target. Let's go. Nice, dude. Congrats. W's. But trailing drawdown sucks. It's really not that big of a deal, bro. This is the thing. With futures, you just got to get through the trailing drawdown. It becomes static once you make your buffer. So you don't like the trailing drawdown. This is the thing, because I make money with trading. Trailing drawdown is just something you're dealing with, like for the first couple of weeks maximum. If you're profitable, you get through the trailing drawdown, your drawdown is static now. So I know that was a big thing for me. I was like, when I was transitioning to futures, the trailing drawdown was a big issue, but you got to look at things a little differently. With CFD props, you got to remember, you can't really copy trade. You can't scale up. Yes, you can get bigger account sizes with more drawdown, but with futures, I can copy trade, guys. So take the 10K payout we got last month. I traded 5 accounts. I copy traded 5 of them. I made $3,000 copy trading my accounts, and that resulted in a $10,000 payout for making 3K. As opposed to if you're trading a 100K account, if you want to make 10 grand, you got to make 10 grand. So it's just you got to look at it differently. And the thing about futures is the scalability. You can scale up. With Apex, you can trade 20 accounts, bro. Again, prop for a match. The discount for Apex right now is fire. Where is it at? Apex Trader Funding. 6 million you could have of capital. So right now it's 50% off. Usually they run like 70 or 80% deals, but even 50% is like an amazing deal. And you have the ability to scale up multiple accounts. Again, code match for all the biggest discounts on your favorite prop firms. You got My Funded Futures, Alpha Futures, Top One Futures, shout them out. 55% off with code match. You can have a max allocation of 1.8 million. In future, there is no XAU USD pairs. Yes, there is, bro. It's gold. You can trade gold futures. I have it right here. This is the gold futures contract. You can trade gold, bro. Absolutely. You're definitely underrated. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, really good stream. A lot of value here. Thank you, Montana. But yeah, I think traders talk more about their losses in person than online. Yeah, well, you know, people probably talk to like people they think they can trust, their friends, about their losses instead of like broadcasting it out to strangers because, you know, people can be mean on the internet. Sometimes it's like, why do I want to tell a bunch of strangers about my losing trade? So I get it. Please explain futures buffer. So the way it works, Samar, let's say you're trading a 50K account, which gives you $2,000 of drawdown. For the drawdown to stop trailing, you need to make $2,000 of profit. Once you make $2,000 of profit, your drawdown stops trailing and locks in at 50,000. So now your max loss, it can't go below 50K. But if you make 5,000, you now have $5,000 of drawdown. If you make 10,000, you now have $10,000 of drawdown. It stops, it becomes static once you make your buffer. I don't like copy trading, just amplifying the risk as well as the profit. Yeah, but like, listen, I do this full time. That's how you're going to take real payouts. That's how you're going to make this into a living. I mean, depending where you're from. If you're from a country where US dollar goes a long way, maybe it's different. But I live in Brooklyn, New York. It's expensive to live here. You know, a $10,000 payout, I need to make those types of payouts to live, you know, to live comfortably. So copy trading is amazing. I'm going to have to cancel this order, guys. It looks like we're going to take those equal lows. I'm going to cancel this for now. Is this applicable in all futures? Yeah, all futures props have trailing drawdown until you make your buffer. Then it becomes static. Yep. Can you show where your POC is for S&P 500? Yes, sir. Yes, I can. So I have previous days point of control on ES. So I got to fix this. Hold on. Let's change these levels. Previous days point of control on ES is at 6,823. So there you go. $6,822.75 to be exact. Zoran Mamdani, what about that guy? I ain't gonna get political, man. I'm not getting political on here. He's our mayor, though. That's a definitive answer. He is the mayor of New York City now, where I live. Man, that's great. I'm definitely trying futures now. Love it, Samar. Remember, bro, if you want to try out futures, go over to Prop Firm Match, get the best discount possible. For someone that's brand new to futures, I would recommend Top One Futures because they have some of the best discounts. Just get you in as cheap as possible. And they have like good, they don't have intraday trailing drawdown, they have end of day. So I would say try out Top One Futures, code match, 55% off. I think they're a good first firm to get started with. Them or Tradeify. Tradeify for 30% off is really good too. Yeah, we're taking these lows. So has Trump started speaking yet, guys? Can anyone update me on that? Does Top One use Tradeivate? Not yet, unfortunately. They just have Project X. I think they're working on it. What about funding ticks? I haven't tried them yet, but I know about funding pips. They're a good prop firm, so I would say they're fine. They're also listed on Prop Firm Match, so you can trust them. They're listed on PFM. Any PFM listed firm is good in my book. I guess if Trump isn't speaking yet, and we missed our move, market took those equal lows. Should we run another giveaway? Because we only got about 30 minutes left. Benjamin, you like Project X? Yeah. Project X is a good platform. I prefer Trade-Evate, but Project X is good. All right, let's give away 2 Blue Guardian accounts. Might as well. I got to get these giveaways done. And I love that the chat, like, this is good, guys. The fact that I got a bunch of giveaways I need to get done at the end of stream, it means that we've been like actually chatting and focusing on trading. So I love that. For me, Top Step, Tradeify, TPT are the top 3 firms. Yeah, they're solid. Those are all 3 great choices, bro. 100%. All of those are listed on PFM too. Yeah, we'll do Blue Guardian. All right, guys, to get your entries in, type Blue Guardian into the chat. I'll give you guys 60 seconds. Go. No, Josh, Blue Guardian is Blue Guardian. They're an individual prop firm. Get those entries in chat. $20 seconds. And you don't really need to enter more than once. I know people want to just, they try to make sure that they get counted. It's fine. You can, but you know, I run it through a filter that takes out duplicate names, just so you guys know. So you really only need to enter once, but I know people like to spam it. I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Okay, let's get this list in. All right, getting this list going. So we swept those lows and now we're pulling back. So that's interesting. All right, chat, you ready? Let's go. No need to keep spamming the chat. Top Step is better. Top Step's great. Top Step is great. I hate when people miss it. If you missed it, you missed it, but I'll add you, Ava, just once. All right, here we go. On 3. Yeah, guys, remember, let me just always clarify. If you've already won an account today or this week, there's no reason to enter again. Number 2, for Blue Guardian, because we're giving away Blue Guardian right here, you can only win an account every 30 days with Blue Guardian. So if you've already won a Blue Guardian account in the last 30 days, no reason to enter. You can't claim. So just remember that, guys. But all right, let's do this. Let's hit it with the gong. You know what I'm saying? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Oh, wow. I added Ava Trades just in time. Ava, you're the winner. Congrats. Remember, if you've already won a Blue Guardian account in the last 30 days, you can't claim it. So please be honest about that. You're not going to be able to get it if you have. Drop your YouTube handle in the chat for me, please. And I'll do one more spin. We'll do another spin. All right, Ava, just drop your YouTube handle. That's lucky. It's how it goes sometimes. Luck was on your side. Ava Trades Forex. Got you. I'll do one more spin too, but hold up. Let's make sure I save this. Also, Ava, I'll show you how you claim real quick. You're going to go to PFM Support on X. Okay, so go to PFM Support. You're going to DM them. Show them your YouTube handle. Okay, I just dropped the link in the chat. DM them. Show them your YouTube handle, screenshot, whatever, and they'll hook you up. Yep, Jose, that's fine. So listen, they take a day or two to get back to everyone. So they don't even start looking and answering you guys until after the stream. And even then, it could take 1 to 2 business days. So just be patient. They will get back to you, but it takes a minute. It takes a day or two. All right, let's do one more. Ooh, okay. Motivation World. You're the winner. Drop your YouTube handle in the chat, please. Congrats, Motivation World. Please drop your YouTube handle in the chat. Let us know you're here. Raj, so guys, when you win a giveaway, it's going to take a few days. So it'll take a few days minimum to get your account, to have PFM support, answer you back. It takes a couple days. So just be patient. You'll get your account. Motivation World, drop your YouTube handle. I see you're in here. Just let us know what that is so that we can verify you. Perfect. Got it. Thank you. All right, so guys, I still have 2 top 1 futures accounts to give away, but we're going to get back to charts for a little bit. We'll run the last giveaway right at the end of the stream. Okay, so let's get back to charts. Congrats to the winners. Congratulations, guys. Wendy says, hey, what up, Wendy? Just says, missed them naked point of controls. What PFCs do we got? Let me see. That's interesting. We got one on NQ way lower right here. I do think we'll eventually come down and take this. This could be a draw on liquidity now for sure. So we do want to know where that is. It's coming in at 25,156. What about ES? ES also has one at 6,674. I doubt we hit those today, but we'll probably hit them. I think we're headed there ultimately. Yeah, we still haven't gotten a pullback to that fair value gap. I think still shorts are good, but we got to get a pullback, sweep out all these relative equal highs, and then see how we react inside this gap. Until then, it's hands off for me, man. What about you guys? Anyone in a trade? Anyone have a technical analysis question? Let your boy know. Let me know. Probably not going to take another trade on stream because we're just grinding lower. I need to see a pullback. We're going to take these highs today. I'd be pretty surprised if we don't. Oh, Trump might have started speaking. I got to wait for this. Josh says, today was textbook for equal low plays. Thanks for showing me this on ASFX. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Zach, it's my first time here. Could you share what your main strategy is? So, yeah, Marco, I trade ICT, but I also incorporate volume profile. So those are my two main tools. Now, I have a few different models that you can trade. What I would say is if you want to learn my system, you have two options. I put out a lot of free content on my YouTube channel. I'd always say I recommend subscribing. But also, I have a course on ASFX TV. Okay, so you can find that. I don't want to plug that too much here, but that's where I stream in the afternoon. And I have a full-on trading course, 23 chapters on there. And if you follow me on X, I'm always posting the link. You can get your first month free. Okay, guys, so we just tapped. I think we're going to pop up here now. I think we're going to pop up to take these equal highs. I don't want to go long though, but I think we're going to get this move. And then we'll see if we can pull back lower. Honestly, Wendy, maybe we do take these naked POCs today. I just said that it's too far away, but maybe we do come down to these, honestly. Not that far in hindsight. We could get there. It's crazy. Yeah, no trade for me until we hit this fair value gap. What do you think, chat? It's hard to enter a trade when we're waiting for Trump to talk. Yeah, is he talking yet? I feel like this candle made me think he started talking. Samar says, I'm holding gold cells. Zach, can it go lower? Let's see. Where are we at on gold? I'm going to go to the higher time frame first. So we're still, guys, we've been consolidating inside this daily fair value gap. I've had this marked out for a minute now. And we're still stuck in this range. I think it can. I think it can go lower. Samar, just watch out though, bro, because we are inside a daily fair value gap. Like, it's holding up the market right now, but this isn't a very convincing bounce on a daily time frame. So I think you could get one more sweep down into this area, 3,900s from a higher time frame perspective, but just watch out because we are inside a higher time frame level. But I like this. I think you came up, you kind of swept out these highs right here, right? So you swept liquidity. Now you're at the other side of the range. So maybe it moved down to take out these lows. I think it's valid, but be careful. 4,115. Yeah, not a bad entry. Not a bad entry, bro. I think you could get down to like 20s, 920s. Doesn't look bad to me. All right, chat. In 5 minutes, we'll run our last giveaway for the day. But before that, while we're waiting, just hit me with some questions. Otherwise, we'll get ready to wrap up. We'll do this last giveaway and head home. We still got tomorrow, one more day this week. Have you always traded futures? So I started with crypto And then I found prop firms, and I found Forex prop firms. So I was trading, my Forex funds, FTMO, all that stuff. Then when like the CFD space went through that rocky period and a lot of firms were going under, I moved over to futures and I never looked back. Futures is so much better. It's just a better market. And now I would never trade FX again. Have I ever used VWAP? Nah. I mean, I shouldn't say never. I looked at it for a time when I was still working on my strategy, but it's not my thing. I don't like VWAP much. It's a good tool. I know people that do well with it, but it's just not my thing. Do you know if Top One or FundIndex restricts trades under 1 minute? No. For the futures firm, no. I think Top One Trader has like a rule like that, but for Top One futures and FundIndex futures, it's 10 seconds. So you can't hold a trade for less than 10 seconds. Yeah, Marco's got it. 10-second rule. Damn. Yeah, we might come for this naked POC. All right, chat. Let's run this last giveaway. All right, to get your entries in, I want you to type TOF in the chat right now. Get your entries in. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Just getting this list formulated. All right, ready, chat? Freedom Edge Trading. Drop your YouTube handle in the chat, my dude. Congrats. Drop your handle in the chat, my dude. Where are you at? There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, guys, to claim your account, you're going to go over to PFM Support on X. I'll drop the link in here. DM them. Show them your YouTube handle with a timestamp. You're good to go. All right, let's do one more. One more. Thank you, man. Thank you. And congrats on winning your account. There we go. Last one. Issa already won. We'll run it again. We'll go again. Hold up. Don't worry. Let's go again. Yep, no worries. RK23. RK23. Drop your YouTube handle in the chat. Congrats. There you go, RK23. Drop your YouTube handle, though, so that we can verify you. You can only win one account per. You can't win 2 accounts in the same day. 1 account per week, no matter what, Issa. 283RK. There we go. Congrats. Congrats. I got you. All right, fam. Oh my goodness, Issa, you can only win 1 account in the same day or per week. That's just how it goes. All right, guys, congratulations. Remember, that's the last giveaway for the day. We're going to head off now, guys. Again, remember to claim your account. Go to PFM Support on X. Okay, DM them with a timestamp. Show them your YouTube handle. That's how you get your accounts. And we will be back tomorrow, same time as usual, 8 a.m. Eastern. And that's it for today. I'll be on ASFX TV at 1 o'clock if anyone wants to follow me over there. But yeah, take care, everyone. Peace and love, gang. And we will be back tomorrow. Later.